Why? Because it's my favorite day of the week. Yes, everybody. You know how I feel. I love Purple Sunday, I got to be honest. But Monday, when people got to get up and you look at their face and they're like, oh my God, I can't believe it's Monday already. Those are priceless moments. What's good, y'all? It's your boy Bugatti NYC, and like I always told you, could have went anywhere. Fact of the matter that you came in to chill with me, I appreciate you. Trump, where are the missing Epstein files that allege Trump's involvement? Let's get this camera straight. It's Monday, everybody. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Let's go. Hey, everybody, how y'all doing? Let me know how my sound is going right there, Betty. I'd appreciate it. Let me know how I'm sounding. Okay, let me go ahead and open that up. Open up that screen. Okay, get that up there, over there. Ooh, that's almost. Wait a minute, wait a minute. What we got going on here? Okay, thank you. I appreciate you, Batty. Always coming through, letting me know how we sounding on the ones and twos. I'm sorry, on the rights and lefts. All right, everybody, let me go ahead and get my monitors up. Let's get those monitors up so we can see what we're looking at ourselves. Okay, let me see, let me see. Just want to check out those monitors to see how we looking back there. Oh, all right. Yeah, I like that for this morning. Okay, we did pretty good. A pretty good setup this morning. How everybody doing this morning? Hope you guys had a fantastic Sunday evening. I know I did. I'm nice, bright-eyed, and bushy-tailed, and I'm ready to get it on. We got a good show lined up for you guys today. You know I always promise you if we're going to have a good one, I'll let you know in advance. So I'm letting you know in advance we got a good one. And the information that we're coming up on now, woo, very interesting. I can't believe what some people are doing out here. But hey, what people do for money. Y'all remember that, right? Okay, let me get this audio straight over here. Hope everybody got their coffee, their tea, their water, and everything straight, because we're about to set it off in here. Get this audio up. Got that good. All right, no, that's up. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Yep, got you, got you, got you. All right, everybody, just want to make sure we're getting this time right in here. I don't want to take too long. Okay, who we got in there? You know, we can't start anything off without that morning prayer. Let's get it in this, you guys. We want good health. We want to pray for love. We want to pray for understanding. We want to pray for resolutions and trying to come together in a good sort of a manner, community. We want to pray for our friends and our family, as well as ourselves and our health, as well as our animals, you guys. Who we praying for this morning? We got Mark Dorfman in the building. I see Batty Lynn in here. Catwalk E4Z, Miss Swanza, good morning, Jeffrey Spilker, Audrey Durham. I also saw John Parker. I see you up in here, Rebecca Lanya and Bueno. Good morning, and I hope you feel fantastic today, sis. I know I read your text the other day, and we're definitely still praying for you like we always do. We're praying for Audrey Durham as well. Okay, and then we also got to make sure that we don't forget about Sam Champion, Mark Dorfman. How about Merck and Harley? People like that we hear from sporadically here and there, but we really do appreciate those people as well. Can't forget about other people and our family and our friends, Liberty and Justice. Also, we can't forget about Casey Ramos and Jeffrey Spilker. How you guys been doing? Hope everybody's doing good. Terry as well. Terry Cohn, we always pray for you as well, because we want to make sure that we can't forget about you as well. Who else we got in here? Audrey. Okay, Miss Swanza already got you in. Who's that? Tanya. Tony Paris. Tony Paris 6681. Yes, Tony, definitely got to thank you for coming in this morning. Jace W6Y. And yes, Batty Lynn, Tony, amen. That's right, you guys. It's Monday morning. Y'all could have went anywhere. Fact of the matter that you came in to chill with me, I appreciate it. We got a really good show lined up for you guys this morning. Like I said, when it comes down to certain categories, I almost want to spill the beans on it, but I just can't do it. Just stick around, you guys. I hope you're going to be here, because yes, even on top of that, we have a fantastic health and wellness section today. Something that we've been talking about. But I think we should have got more into, and now we're going there. That's right, you guys. Let me check our time over here. It's almost time for me to, to get it going, because it's Monday morning, my favorite day of the week, because they got to pick up the phone. That's right, you guys. Who else we got? Come on in, y'all. Come on in. Grab your coffee, your tea, whatever. Let's go. Let's go. We only got a few more seconds. I see Jace just came in. I see Tony Parrish. Okay, Audrey, I see you just came in. Okay, Mob, I see you, Mob the Real. Okay, what's your channel about? You about to find out. Trending topics, current events, and I'm ready to go. They're ready to go. I said it's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo, 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 yo. And we wind it up, wind it up, wind it up. It's 6 o'clock somewhere. We know we got that new watch coming, so your days are numbered. So here we go. Ooh, 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 do, 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 do. Come on now, let's go. Okay. Olay. That's right, you guys. Let's go. And we got to open up those pores. We got to open up those pores. It's Monday morning, y'all. We got to open up those pores. Let's take it back. How can I love somebody else if I can't love myself enough to know when it's time to let go. All I really want is to be happy. That's right, y'all. To find the love that's mine would be so sweet. I said, all I really want is to be happy. Find the love, remember that line, would be so sweet. Life is too short to be trying to play some game. That was the joint right there. I ain't gonna keep on going. Because it's time to get into it. Y'all know what it is. Pump that beat. It's Monday the 2nd, y'all. That's right, y'all. 2026. I'm your host, Bugatti NYC, and this is our bottom line, where we be talking about this and that and chat and this and this and chat, and we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that. Just got me. Remember when Keith Murray came on? Yo, my style is major flavor and my mind stay on my hip like my sky pager. All I really want to do is be happy and have a little bombazee. That was that joint right there, y'all. What's good, everybody? How y'all doing? It's your boy Bugatti NYC. So glad that you guys can make it. You know how we do. We got to turn up, reflect with one of the throwback songs that we like, maybe something new. It's just how we do to break the monotony and just to get into the morning. Y'all know what I'm about to say, right? Because I don't like to take too much more of the time after I do that. Guess what I got? I got 5 on it. I'm going to stack 5 videos at a time. I'm going to ask you guys to stay on topic, stay on point. Let me know where you're chiming in from. Why? Because I love to go and do research on the areas that you're in. Again, because it makes the dialogue so much better. Hopefully it's a good story most of the time. Sorry to say, depending on the way the news is going, you never know. But guess what? Also, I'm going to ask you guys to please stay on topic. This way we have a good dialogue and good information going on. And if you're already coming on in, could you do your boy a favor and double tap that screen just to let everybody know where you're at and what we're about to do. We're about to set it off with a lot of trending topics, current events, and much, much more. So guess what I'm going to do again, without any further ado. Let's get into these titles on this header. Let's go. What do we have here this morning? We got Trump. Where are the missing Epstein files that are alleged alleged Trump's involvement? Let's do that again. We've got Trump. Where are the missing Epstein files that allege Trump's involvement? Yeah, now you got it, Bugatti. Now you got it. Where are the alleged files that where are those Epstein files that allege President Trump's involvement? As you guys know, we broke it a little earlier this week that there is some speculation as well as information about a master file, also with a list of files, right? And in that master files, it says everything that's supposed to be in the files. Well, they're saying that a certain section of those files are actually missing, and they're saying that those files happen to be something pertaining to our sitting President Trump. We don't pull any punches over here. If it's news, we got to bring it out, and we're going to see what comes out in the wash and see what goes on with that. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Now, because we also got protesters and the police clashing outside of the embassy after the Khomeini's demise. You know, we can't say certain words over here, so you know what I'm trying to say, you guys. After his demise, there was a lot of people outside, as well as students and protesters. What I also saw was a lot of statues and a lot of pillars being toppled by young kids and a lot of people, and they were really cheering in the streets. Let's keep on moving forward, because last but not least, this is one of our main topics, even though it's on the bottom, because we've been really on top of this Jeffrey Epstein case. We've got, did Sarah Ferguson use her own daughters as bait for Jeffrey Epstein? As you know, Sarah Ferguson, the Ice Queen, her daughters, Beatrice and Eugenie. We've got some really serious breaking news coming out on this situation right here, and I'm hoping that it's not true, because if it is, you guys, it's bringing on a lot of other speculations that people thought were probably untruths. But with this information that's coming out, if it's corroborated, it's going to get real sticky out there, and there's going to be a lot of other involvement going on. Let's get into this work. It's Monday morning. Hope you got your water, your tea, your coffee, whatever you need to break in, because it's time to go, you guys. We're going to start it off with Trump, as he says the Iranian leadership is ready to work, but not easily going into it. You know what we're at right now. We're at WAR, and it's really serious. A lot of things going on, a lot of lives lost on the other side as well. Gonna pray for everybody once this clip goes out. Let's get it going, you guys. I appreciate you guys being here this morning. Let me make sure this audio is up one more time. Yeah, let's do that. And let's get into it. Good morning, everybody. Let's go.
This hour with Fox News alert on Americans in the battlefield. U.S. Central Command confirms that 3 American service members have died in action, and 5 others are seriously wounded as part of Operation Epic Fury. We do not know where those casualties occurred. However, we do know that U.S. bases in Iraq have come under attack by Islamic militia now. Those militia that are aligned with Iran. Those are the ones that they fund and purpose at their will, that regime. The president launched the major offensive against Iran's terrorist regime early yesterday morning. Israel today continues to go after strategic sites deep inside Iran, dubbing its military offensive Operation Roaring Lion. This is a special Sunday edition of the Faulkner Focus. I'm Harris Faulkner.
No, it's not, because that's all we needed from you. I appreciate that. We wanted everybody to see what was breaking in, going on the land out there, and what was actually happening yesterday as it was really going on. Got to keep on moving forward, you guys, because we got a lot, just like I said. We also got the protesters and the police as they were clashing near the U.S. embassies. Rocks and all sorts of things were going on. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's double tap that screen, get those likes up. This is pretty scary. Oh man, this is too much right here. Let's go though, I got to show it to you. This is in Iraq, Baghdad. So protesters going at it, trying to hold on to whatever little energy, whatever little power they have. People are basically not having it. Because they took out all of their leaders, every one of them almost. I think every one of them actually. I thought it was just Khomeini. It was like 8 of them, 9 of those, 9 of the leaders that we took out. Again, what's going on the land? On the land out there, as people are still back and forth. Nothing. It's hard to have things settle really quickly once you have so much going on. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because now we got some other situations where the U.S. service members that lost their lives in Iran and CENTCOM want to get a little more information on that because we didn't really dive into that. So yeah, see, we're getting a lot into this morning. I'm trying to cover a lot so you guys have a lot to leave out with on early Monday morning, but still we locked and loaded. Let's go.
CENTCOM U.S. military officials confirming 3 U.S. service members have been killed, 5 others wounded as part of Operation Epic Fury. This coming amid growing turmoil in the Middle East as the U.S., Israel, and Iran trade fresh strikes after the killing of Iran's supreme leader. Iran targeting Israel and U.S. allies in the Gulf. Israel says 8 people are confirmed dead after a missile barrage there, and the United Arab Emirates is reporting 3 dead. Neighboring Arab countries are on high alert as protests break out at U.S. embassies and consulates. Tear gas was fired as protesters gathered outside the U.S. Embassy in Baghdad. And in Pakistan, several people were killed. We have extensive team coverage in the region and here in the U.S. But we begin with ABC News Chief International Correspondent James Longman in Istanbul, Turkey, with the very latest on this major escalation. James, we are just getting word of these first American casualties. What can you tell us about the American service members that were killed?
Yeah, that's right, Janae. The stakes in this conflict are just being raised every moment as this war continues and seems to spiral. We have a statement from CENTCOM, US Central Command, saying as of 9:30 a.m. Eastern, March 1st, 3 US service members have been killed in action and 5 are seriously wounded as part of Operation Epic Fury. Several others sustained minor shrapnel injuries and concussions and are in the process of being returned to duty. Major combat operations continue and our response effort.
So yeah, they were striking back, you guys. They were striking back.
Is ongoing. It goes on to say the situation is fluid, so out of respect for the families, we will withhold additional information, including the identities of our fallen warriors, until the 24 hours after next of kin have been notified. There is, of course, a huge American presence in the Middle East. I'm not going to speculate on where exactly these casualties may have occurred, but we know that there are a huge number of US troops in the region, not just those that were sent by the White House, by Donald Trump over these last few weeks, but the permanent presence that the US has all across this region, some 35,000 US service personnel. You will remember, though, Janae, that when Donald Trump made his announcement that these strikes were happening, he did concede that there may well be US casualties. He said the lives of courageous American heroes may be lost and we may have casualties. That often happens in war. He went on to say that this is something that needs to be done for the security of the United States. There's a suggestion that the war was launched to stop Iran from launching missiles at the US homeland and, of course, to neutralize whatever efforts the Iranians are making at rebuilding their nuclear capacity. That is the information we have at the moment on those US casualties. It just goes to show how serious the situation remains, and it is ongoing. The Iranians continue to fire at will across this region. So far, it's been at US bases, permanent installations across the Middle East. A number of Gulf countries have been in the firing line. I think at the last count, 8 countries outside Israel across this region have been targeted by drones and missiles by the Iranians. And here, the first American casualties of this war.
CENTCOM.
Okay, you guys, yeah, they reported that's what's going on. We lost 3, 5 injured, and we want to pray for every single person because that's nothing compared to what we heard about who was lost on the other side, as far as like the casualties with the children inside of the buildings, inside of the schools, inside of the different areas. This is a real tragedy that's going on here. So I don't condone any of it. I wish. And we've been saying for months and weeks before this happened that it did not have to come to this. And we pray for the souls of everyone lost with this situation, as well as all of the families. Amen. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because not only over there has it happened, but domestically we have situations going on now. And that's why I said it's a pretty serious morning we're having out here. Austin, Texas. We just got in an alleged Austin mass powwowing. Identified one man that was wearing a sweatshirt that says property of ALLAH, arm, leg, arm, head. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got a lot more to get into. Sad situations that we're dealing with out here. This is the number 5. I'll be right back to you guys and see what you got in the comments. Let's go. Yes, sad day for America. Yes.
have some breaking news. I want to bring this in now. I've been telling everybody about
This happens to be someone that is he is a mass power identified as wearing this sweatshirt, and he's supposed to be a American citizen, but he was born in Senegal. Let's keep on going, you guys.
the Austin mass shooter, and now we have a picture. And this is what we're finding out per multiple federal law enforcement sources to our own Bill Maloogian. The Austin mass shooter is a 53-year-old naturalized U.S. citizen who was born in Senegal and was living in Pflugerville, Texas. Material recovered from his person and inside the vehicle give possible indications of a nexus to terrorism, as the FBI announced earlier today. And remember what we said he had in his possession and was also wearing. The shooter was wearing clothing that said Allah on it. His sweater said property of Allah. And there's also known to be an undershirt with an Iranian flag and other materials inside. And remember what Representative Michael McCall of Texas just told me last hour. He said, Harris, in my own backyard, just last night, we had an event that possibly could have been terror-inspired right here in Austin, Texas. This is what he was talking about. Brett, I was reminding Americans this is not a new place for us to be in terms of keeping our heads on a swivel, but it bears repeating. We've lost Americans in the fight on the battlefield, and protecting the homeland now is also something that we must be on the alert. Now, authorities have not tied this Austin situation to what's happening in the Middle East as terror related to that, but they are investigating it just moments ago, confirming as a possible terror attack. Your reaction?
Honestly, we appreciate that. We rather get the information, see that. We're going to swing back around here so I can get you guys' reaction. That was my 5 right there. I want you guys to tell me what you guys think about that situation right there. I look at it as an activated person that was probably under the radar, and he just basically activated when this happened, snapped and went after people that he basically thought that were going to make a statement and under his agenda. Try to keep it that way. And guys, don't come at me no crazy way now, because it's on my land and I can talk about something that's happening in my states. Let's keep on moving forward, because it's not over, because he lost his life after he opened Pow Pow in a packed evening event. 3 people that lost their lives. This is like a party event that was going on. Just broke in and did this, you guys. Got more on the topic right here, but what I would like for you to do is do me a favor, if you appreciate the content, the fact that we're up early in the morning, sequencing and making sure that we're up to date with everything that we show you guys. Go ahead and double tap that screen and get those likes up. If you really appreciate the content, it's free to subscribe, and I really would appreciate that. That bell down there, if you hit it, it's going to give you notifications and let you know when we're on. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. So this is the event. You see everybody's having a good time. I want to bring it all the way back to this, because I think that's very important. It's like hundreds of people singing in sync. Everybody's just happy, you know?
First of all, thank you for being here this morning. There was, as everybody is now aware, a very significant incident on West 6th Street. We're going to have a briefing from the chiefs, as was just indicated to you. I want to say first, before I bring up Chief Davis, that I'm very thankful for the speed with which our public safety officials responded to this. I don't think there's any question that it saved lives. In fact, Chief Luckers will tell you about how quickly we were providing, his folks were providing help and aid to people, and that made a difference. But also our police officers who so rapidly responded and handled this situation. What we will do, and I'll mention this again a little bit later, but what we will do is get a briefing right now to get information to you. And then during the course of the day, as we continue this, we will, on a regular and routine basis, provide you additional information. So with that, I'm going to ask our police chief, Chief Davis, to come up.
Thank you, Mayor. I want to start by saying my condolences to those that have been touched by this. This is a tragic, tragic incident. I want to start by saying how fortunate we were. If you imagine all of the resources that APD has on East 6th Street
Okay, Kim, I got you.
on the weekend. And fortunately,
morning,
those
Brian.
resources, after the bars were closing, were able to rapidly move here. Chief Luckpritz will have more on that response, a co-response, but we were here rapidly due to that. This incident started with, again, that calls for a male shooting at Buford's Bar on West 6th Street. Officers immediately transitioned, came over East 6th to West 6th Street, and were faced with the individual with the gun, and 3 of our officers returned fire, killing the suspect. Again, as the mayor said, this is a situation that we are going to be talking about probably all day. And all of you have many questions, as do we.
That's why I wanted you guys to see what everybody's saying in the news. Then I wanted you to see the event, and then from the police officers, what's going on, again, back on the ground. Do your boy a favor. I really would appreciate it. Double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up. We don't even know what type of affiliation it is or it could be. Let's just keep it at that, because I ain't trying to have y'all beating up on me. And let's get away from this topic right now, because I see it's a very sensitive one at that. We got some new breaking information because the IDF says it struck a senior level Hezbollah terrorist in Beirut minutes ago. Also, Qatar says Iran must pay for striking at their friends. So we got a lot of little situations going on over here with other countries outside of the United States and Iran right now that have are going at odds right now for what's going on. Not just two countries. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got a lot more to get into in this situation. Just want to try to unpack it and get it all out so you guys know exactly what's going on.
A couple of breaking news developments we want to bring you. Israel is hitting hard at Hezbollah in Lebanon right now, and we're being told by the IDF that a short time ago, as they put it, the IDF precisely struck a senior Hezbollah terrorist in Beirut. We do not know who that might be right now, but it's interesting that they're using that phrasing, senior Hezbollah terrorist. Hezbollah, obviously, as you may know, is run currently by Naim Qassem. He was appointed to head the group, the terror group, after the killing of Hassan Nasrallah back in, I believe it was September 2024 by Israel. Another piece of breaking news we're getting, Qatar's foreign ministry is now saying that Iran has to pay a price for what it calls this blatant attack on our people. So Iran losing yet another friend in the Middle East, where Qatar obviously has been the focus of some of those drone and missile attacks from Iran. For all of this, let's bring in Greg Roman, Executive Director of the Middle East Forum, joining us from Tel Aviv. Great to have you with us, Greg. And I want to turn...
He's in Tel Aviv, so yeah, we're going to let him rock.
Turn first to that news and the news that has been unfolding over the last 12 hours or so. Israel hitting very, very hard at Hezbollah in Lebanon, going all the way up to the southern areas of Beirut, where Hezbollah has long been headquartered, obviously. What do you make of this announcement that they have killed a senior terrorist there?
Israel has been involved in 3 months of preemptory challenges to Hezbollah in Lebanon ever since we were able to get to a more steady ceasefire after the Board of Peace came into play. But after Hezbollah launched 6 rockets last night, 5 drones against northern Israel, Israel's taking the plans out of its drawer and is considering a series of retaliatory moves, both including targeted assassinations, and there's even talk right now of a mobilization of Israeli forces to conduct a ground incursion into southern Lebanon to take the rest of Hezbollah installations, which were left there since the ceasefire in 2024, out, root, and stem. So it maintains all of its options, and I believe that right now it has the casus belli to perhaps have tens of thousands of Israeli soldiers go and finish the job that was started after October 7th.
All right, Greg, we are...
All right, Greg, thank you so much. You're on the ground, so we had to take that information. I don't know how true it is, but we will continue to keep on looking into everything that's going on here, you guys, and bringing you up to date. Let's get back on over to our side as we got to get on over to, I think this is John Fetterman here. We're about to find out. And he says basically he stands with Trump on this Israel situation. Just to let you guys know, I think John Fetterman is a Democrat. Let's try to bring the tone down a little bit and see what people's opinions are. And then we're going to keep on going forward. Like I said, we got a lot to unpack. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go.
One Democrat has the moral courage and clarity to stand up for what is right, even
morning, everybody.
if that puts him on the same side as President Trump. Now, on X earlier this morning, Senator John Fetterman posted, quote, Operation Epic Fury. President Trump has been willing to do what is right and necessary to produce real peace in the region. God bless the United States, our great military, and Israel. And joining us now with more, Pennsylvania Senator John Fetterman. Senator, first of all, thank you for your moral clarity. Thank you for your courage. Thank you for putting politics aside and simply standing for what's right. I don't know what's wrong with the rest of your party. Maybe you can explain it.
Well, I mean, what I can say is that why can't we all just celebrate what happened today? That was just profound and incredible. And as you pointed out, as the president did, this was one of the most evil people that ever lived. And after 37 years in Iran, he's been eliminated, and I can't imagine why Democrat, Republican, everyone can't celebrate that, because tens of millions of people in Iran are absolutely celebrating that thing. And that's why I might be the only Democrat that would vote against the Iranian war powers bill, because that would be the kind of thing they would want to prohibit or block that from happening. And that's why I'm proud to stand with the president for this and Israel. And today was historic. And I can't ever understand why everyone in my party can't just unite behind what exactly happened today was necessary. And you can say, well, we can never allow them to acquire a nuclear bomb. But until you're willing to actually do something like that, and then it really doesn't matter, because what today happened today really did matter. And now you could have real peace in that region and a way forward, perhaps being freed from this toxic, awful regime.
We can hope and pray. I hope you don't mind me disclosing, but at 2, 3, 4, all the way like till 10 o'clock in the morning, we were texting a lot because we couldn't believe what was unfolding before our eyes. And the incredible success, I mean, it takes such precision, skill, intelligence, training. I mean, we have the best military on the face of this earth. And to see this moment in history where the Iranian people now hopefully have a chance to have freedom for the first time in since 1979 is an amazing opportunity for them.
I hate it had to come at something like this expense, though. I hate that it had to come at the expense of people losing their lives, you guys. There's nothing ever good about that. And that's why no one's ever going to be satisfied, because both sides have a valid point to speak about once lives are lost. I want to pray for every single person that lost their lives again on both sides of this tragedy, everyone that's hurt, families broken up and destructed, homes and everything like that destroyed, things like that people are not realizing. Those aren't firecrackers going up in the air. Those are things that are ending people's lives and creating devastation everywhere that they land. I want to pray for every single person involved. And please, we all got to stop this. I just think it's just too much, period. Amen. I don't even like to report it. Sorry, I just don't. What else we getting into right now? Let's get on over to Texas somewhere. Let's do the Winn-Dixie story, because this one is funny. I like this one. Let's get on out of that and let's get on down to Texas. Let's get on to this one. Remember the Winn-Dixie? I don't know if you guys remember the song. Now, more than ever, Winn-Dixie's right for you. When I was a little boy, that song was on. Like, what the hell? Because they took me down south and they left me down there for like 2 years. I guess that they thought they were going to toughen me up by sending me down there. Well, you know what? It actually worked, because when I got down there, I thought I could fight until I ran into my cousin, Beat Man. Like, yo, why y'all call him Beat Man? Because he liked to fight. Yeah, whatever. I'll never get in a fight with Beat Man, because he used to fight like like Leon Spinks. That boy was fast, and he'd get up on you, boy. So yeah, you don't want to get a fight in a fight with Beat Man or Doodlebug. That was another one of my cousins. And every time I would say the song to make him angry. I'd be like, I want muscles. Because he had the Sherman tank head with like two big muscles right here. And I used to always make fun of him. See, you got to make jokes like that when you're trying to make jokes on people. Just come out of nowhere like, I want muscles. You're like, oh, I can't stand this guy. Trying to break it up a little bit because of what we're dealing with, you guys. So let's keep on moving forward. Let's get on over to this situation with a Winn-Dixie. This guy thought that he was going to be able to keep on stealing food from the Winn-Dixie until about the 10th time when they caught him. Uh-oh. Let's see what's going on with this situation right here. Mommy, come on and tell him a little bit about what's happening with this one.
When we go inside, we don't see nothing because he get it for free. And then we want to pay, but he get it for free. That's crazy.
Yeah, man's accused of...
We want to pay, but he get it for free. You see? We trying to go get it, but he got it for free. And they get mad at me and talking about I'm real racist because I do that. Get out of here. I love doing it. It's funny.
Stealing more than $10,000 from 4 different Winn-Dixie stores across Hillsborough County. And get this, he did it more than 100 times.
Yeah, deputies revealing those details today about the arrest. And News Channel 8's Victoria Lucas joins us live from Riverview tonight. Victoria, 100 times is just wild. How was he finally caught?
Josh, Allison, indeed. So the sheriff's office tells me investigators say this was an easy one because Mitchell used his loyalty rewards card at the self-checkout kiosk when he was checking out, and
He was using his loyalty rewards card at the self-checkout. So, you're talking about Thunthadunt? Remember, you guys, the proper spelling. Thunthadunt. Thunthadunt. Straight up and down. That's what he is.
tried to mask his appearance. There's Julian Mitchell of Riverview, caught on Winn-Dixie's self-checkout surveillance video multiple times.
This was calculated, and this was a criminal scheme.
Amanda Granite of the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office says Mitchell was stealing more than $10,000 worth of baby, grocery, and household items last year.
We don't want anyone else to do what he was doing. But what I can tell you is he was going to that self-checkout line and manipulating the register so that these items were coming up not at full cost.
Oh my God. That is crazy. Really?
The news bringing shock to frequent shoppers like Yami Mena.
Something like that affect us because we taxpayer and this is the thing that not supposed to happen, but it happens.
Deputies arrested Mitchell.
I know what you guys are thinking. Stop it. Stop thinking that, you guys. Stop it.
Earlier this month.
He was on probation, and so we were able to have surveillance on him. We saw him get into a vehicle. We attempted that traffic stop. Thankfully, they pulled over right away. It happened without incident, and he was taken into custody.
And officials say Mitchell was in violation of his active probation relating to drug offenses. And Winn-Dixie says that they are in full cooperation with the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. Reporting live in Riverview tonight, I'm Victoria Lucas, 8 on your side.
All right, y'all. Like I said, we're gonna try to simmer it down just a little bit. Yes, $10,000 worth of Winn-Dixie stuff. He's definitely in jail right now. We're going to keep up with that story. And like I said, you guys, I had to break it up a little bit. We know what's going on. So people that come in late talking about those other stories, we already reported it. We off that. We on a new mission right now. Because guess what? President Trump had a little stop. Where did he go? To the Whataburger. Not the same one where the manager was boom, 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 beating the man in the head for trying to come over to register the other day. But I guess he got inspired. So he said, you know what? Let me go ahead and stop over here and get us a couple of burgers. He stopped into the Whataburger and everybody got a burger. Come on, you guys. Let's go ahead. We're going to keep it moving. President Trump's out here handing out burgers, you guys. Go ahead and do it. Let's go.
We are getting some video of President Trump still in Texas, but at a Whataburger restaurant. Let's listen in.
I love that. Yes, I think it's the best hamburger. Yeah. I opened the flight. Oh. How are the burgers? Pretty good. Fantastic. Famous people tonight. Hello, everybody. Did you like the State of the Union? Did you like the fact that the Democrats never stood up even for a child and for it's unbelievable. It is. They're crazy. They are. Well, I'm going to order some now. Okay, you ready? Can you handle this? Hamburgers for all. I'd say drinks for all, but I don't drink. Right? You don't drink Israel. Okay, ready? Hamburgers for all. Can you hear it? Don't need too much. Don't need too much. Nice to see you, everybody. It's good. Thank you very much. I like that hat. Thank you, darling. Yes, it's good. Nice to see you, everybody. It's really great. We were here. Corpus Christi, you know, Corpus Christi likes me, and Texas likes me. We do. We won Texas by more votes than anybody, and I have to say this correctly because the fake news will call me out of it. But it's easy. We got more votes than anybody in the history of Texas. That's pretty good. So thank you. Thank you. Including, I think, most of you, maybe all of you, right? Thank you very much. We appreciate it. I'm going to get some stuff for Air Force One, and I'm going to get the hell out of here, all right? Hamburgers for the whole place, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome, Mr. President. We got you some shakes.
Now that sucker looks good. Look at that. That sucker looks good.
Mr. President, number 47.
If he thinks I probably shouldn't eat this one, I should get a different one at random. But I trust him. I trust him. But pretty smart. That's pretty.
All right, you guys, I tried to break it up as much as I can, but you know we got to get back into the real news. They're going to wonder, what are they doing over there at our bottom line? I know it's more serious things going on than that. What's up with this Ice Queen stuff he's been talking about? Well, it's time to get into it, you guys. Not actually Ice, well, yeah, I could say Ice Queen, but when she was royalty, she was known as the Princess. That's right, you guys. The official Sarah Ferguson information. Let's get into it, you guys. Accepted over $20 million. I wonder why. There's a lot of speculation going on right now. I don't know if any of this stuff is true, but for some reason, everything is starting to come together. All of a sudden, $20 million. Now we got other situations where they're talking about there's a possibility of one of her daughters, having a baby for who? And guess what? Let's go, you guys. I can't say certain things, and I don't want to put certain things out there. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to let them say it. Let's go.
In the VIP section, I'm pretty sure it was vodka. Prince Andrew was like, let's dance together. And I was like, okay.
I just can't get my head around taking your teenage daughter to meet the...
Well, they knew him quite well. He'd attended their birthday parties.
The emails that have come out where Fergie talks in the most personal and cringe-inducing terms about her daughters to a convicted...
Yes, do me a favor, you guys. We're about to get into the Jeffrey Epstein files. This saga, this segment that we got going on here is going to be where Sarah Ferguson is emailing Jeffrey Epstein about her daughter going on a shagging weekend. And after she comes back from that weekend, then we can possibly come and see you, Jeffrey. Wonder why she was asking and telling him things like that. I wonder why after a couple of months, due to these files, they found $20 million that was split between who? Beatrice and Eugenia. And then the speculation, because I don't want to get in trouble, they're basically really trying to say that that baby that was trying to be hidden was from Jeffrey Epstein. We got to keep on moving forward, you guys. I don't know how true this information is, but let's go.
It's just beyond excruciating.
Fresh leaked emails just exposed Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie for taking 20 million pounds from Jeffrey Epstein. And because we definitely know who Epstein is, this wasn't a gift or a loan, it was hush money, payment for their silence about what they saw during their time in his orbit. The shocking part is the palace knew. They all knew. And this evidence can't be ignored.
British tabloids have published emails sent by the Duchess of York, Sarah Ferguson, the former wife of Prince Andrew, that appear to to show Sarah Ferguson thanking our disgraced financier, Jeffrey Epstein, for their, quote, supreme friendship, the significance of
The emails surfaced last week from a source inside Epstein's estate, and they're damning. You see, there was communications between Epstein's financial advisors and representatives for the princesses, dated between 2010 and 2019 in the middle of multiple investigations into Epstein's activities. Of course, payments like this aren't done normally, and that's the beginning of the evidence. They weren't made all at once. They were split into multiple wire transfers, routed through offshore accounts in the Cayman Islands and Switzerland. That was to avoid detection, but the language in the emails gives it away. One message from 2012 references keeping the York girls happy and cooperative. Another from 2015 discusses continued discretion in exchange for financial support. The 2017 email explicitly mentions silence.
Continued what? Continued what? We got to get back to that right there. Don't try to get past that. I still have so much. As long as we agree on continued discretion in exchange for financial support. That's from Sarah Ferguson to Jeffrey Epstein.
Discretion in exchange for financial support. The 2017 email explicitly mentions silence regarding previous visits and activities. The total, 20 million pounds, split roughly equally between Beatrice and Eugenie, or their mother. And the timing of these payments lines up perfectly with key moments in the Epstein investigation.
Now look at the people that Jeffrey Epstein was running around with. You see how young that girl is right there? Look at this.
Right before victims came forward, right before documentaries and before court cases intensified. It was more like every time the spotlight got brighter on Epstein, money moved to the princesses. That's not coincidence, that's strategy. Sarah Ferguson's name appears throughout these emails too, coordinating, facilitating, acting as the middleman between Epstein's team and her daughters.
On Fergie, emails between her and Epstein seem to show that she may have had a crush on him, or some have suggested she was in love with the disgraced financier and convicted pedophile, let's not forget.
I'm talking about the same woman who called Epstein a legend in 2010. The same woman who begged him for £20,000 to pay her rent.
According to the DOJ file cache made public Friday, Ferguson referred to Epstein as a legend and even wrote the line that is now dominating headlines, "Just marry me."
The same woman who made crude comments about her 19-year-old daughter Eugenie having a shagging weekend.
In the email, Epstein reaches out to Sarah Ferguson asking about a possible trip to New York. Her response? She replies with, quote, "Not sure yet, just waiting for Eugenie to come back from a shagging weekend." The wording alone has shocked readers, but the context makes it even more jarring.
She wasn't protecting her daughters. She was selling their silence. So why would Epstein pay 20 million pounds to two princesses? Simple answer is because they were there. Beatrice and Eugenie weren't just casual acquaintances of Epstein's. Their mother brought them into his world when they were teenagers, took them on vacation to his properties in 2010, just months after his conviction for soliciting a minor.
One insider told the Daily Mail the princesses were mortified by what their mother had written, adding they had not been fully aware of just how close their parents' relationship with Epstein appeared to be. The source said the sisters were particularly shaken by references to their private lives.
Epstein paid for their flights to Miami in July 2009, 5 days after he was released from prison, for two young women who had no business.
He paid for their flights to Miami in 2009 after he was released from prison. Why would that be going down? Thank you so much, Sam Champion. We appreciate the super chat, the dollar. We appreciate that. We got a lot of collars on, but we still ain't turning nothing down. Thank you so much. Let's keep on going. Then I got more on this topic.
Business being anywhere near a convicted.
You keep on asking for it, so keep on going. Matter of fact, I want them to say that sentence again because they said the same thing that I said just now.
5 days after he was released from prison, for two young women who had no business being anywhere near a convicted. But Sarah Ferguson didn't see it that way. She saw opportunity. She saw money. She saw a man who could solve her financial problems. So she brought her daughters along, and they saw things they had to have. You don't spend time at Epstein's homes, on his properties, around his circle, and see nothing. The emails reference previous visits and activities that needed to stay private. They mention sensitive information that could be damaging if disclosed. So the question is, what information? What activities? The emails don't spell it out explicitly, but the amount of money involved tells you everything you need to no. You don't pay 20 million pounds to keep someone quiet about nothing. They had information that could have helped investigators and victims. Instead, they took the money and stayed silent. It gets interesting here. The palace knew. 20 million pounds doesn't move through accounts connected to British royals without Buckingham Palace being aware. Financial advisors and royal protection officers, they would have known, and they all stayed quiet. Because protecting Beatrice and Eugenie meant protecting the monarch, avoiding another Andrew situation, keeping the Epstein scandal as far from the throne as possible. So they let it happen and let the silence continue. And when victims came forward, when documentaries exposed the truth, the palace put out statements about how deeply concerned they were, but they weren't concerned enough to ask Beatrice and Eugenie what they knew.
Yeah, I told you we got more on it, yo. We got a lot of layers of this onion that we're gonna continue to keep on peeling back. And if you guys appreciate all the work, all the research that we put down here, all I'm asking you guys to do is give me all the money in your pockets. No, I'm just kidding. What I really would appreciate, though, if you can give it to us in the form of likes. Just double tap that screen to get those likes up. I am not making up any of this information. I am the host here, bringing you guys information in different areas of sourced information for us to make smart judgments on. And we make our own judgments over here. I'm not trying to put anything over on you guys, just giving you good information of what I'm starting to find and getting even closer to what's going on here. Yes, the royals knew. Look at that, Joshua 4640. How are $20 million and 20 million pounds like that are going to come into accounts and they don't know anything about it? The accountants, everybody had something to do with this. Let's keep on moving forward to some leaked emails. This is alleged. It's coming from Stately. This is not me. Leaked emails expose Princess Eugenie's secret child with Jeffrey Epstein.
Well, the latest release of Epstein files have revealed bombshell emails from Sarah Ferguson, the former Duchess of York, to the convicted sex offender.
Let's get some more. Here's our editor, Peter Foot. Hi, Pete. What have we learnt this morning?
Well, we've learnt by way of these emails that Jeffrey Epstein had a child 15 years ago, a baby boy.
She's made some huge mistakes. Having anything to do with Epstein was a total wrong decision in every sense of the word.
Y'all, disturbing new emails pulled from Epstein's hidden safes are allegedly exposing a wild secret that Epstein supposedly got Princess Eugenie pregnant and the palace kept it quiet. But why? Some palace insiders say they wanted an...
Think about this. This is some real freaky, nasty, crazy stuff. I do not know if this is real. They said they wanted to have a baby by him because of his mind and how smart he was. This is crazy. I don't know. I'm telling you guys, I'm not making this stuff up here. You saw news saying it. It was on broadcast. They were saying it.
Epstein's hidden safes are allegedly exposing a wild secret that Epstein supposedly got Princess Eugenie pregnant and the palace kept it quiet. But why? Some palace insiders say they wanted an heir to his money and maybe even his business mind. What's even darker is that other royal family members allegedly pushed their daughters toward him too. And whenever Fergie was broke, people say she found ways to pull money through her charities and allegedly took as little as $15,000 from Epstein.
Fergie's relationship with Epstein is certainly being scrutinised. What's the latest on the allegations around Fergie?
Well, all the time, and we used to feel a bit sorry for Fergie because we thought she was embroiled and brought under the sort of shadow, if you like, of her husband, or former husband. What's now emerged is that she's not only borrowed lots of money that she needs to do, but she also at one stage tried to retract from criticising Epstein in public.
And it's about why the royal family kept standing by a man who had already been convicted. One email that really caught people off guard was dated September 21st, 2011. In it, Sarah Ferguson allegedly congratulated Epstein on the birth of a baby boy.
Sarah Ferguson congratulated Jeffrey Epstein on the birth of a baby boy after he was released from jail in 2011. Have we ever heard wind that Jeffrey Epstein might have had a child?
No, that's new. That was very interesting. I mean, he was very keen to have a child.
Yes, a baby boy. Now just stop for a second. Epstein was never publicly known to have...
Hey, I don't know how real that is. It might be just some made up stuff, but I have heard about speculation of a baby boy, and I want to say a few things about it that I said in the past. If there was, and you were the father and you were Epstein, you wouldn't want nobody to know about that boy. You wouldn't want him to grow up as being Jeffrey Epstein's child. Also, you would want to make sure that all of those offshore accounts and all of those monies and different money is ready set up for him so that he gonna have some money moving forward. Kind of like Superman, but in a nasty, deranged sort of way. And if the royal family was part of it because they wanted to have a baby with the mind of a genius, what? What about the other part of his mind? I don't know how real this stuff is. I said allegedly, could be crap. Exactly. Let's keep on moving forward. Let's go. I got more for you. Now let's bring it on over, because now this was very interesting. It was a response from Bill Clinton when it came down to lawmakers in the GOP. Not only did Hillary Clinton shed a little scaredness, like she wasn't sure, but also Bill Clinton didn't answer the question very clearly when asked, do you think that Jeffrey Epstein committed suicide? Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. And if you appreciate the content that you're getting right now, I'd appreciate it if you can double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up. Come on, you guys. It gets more people over here. Let's go.
And she joins me now. Congresswoman, you must have been shocked when you heard that.
Yeah, it was towards the end of Secretary Clinton's deposition that she had made a mention that Jeffrey Epstein died in mysterious circumstances, or died mysteriously. And then today, when Representative Boebert had asked President Clinton about the circumstances surrounding his death, his question and response was very uncomfortable. And he said, well, you know, I'll yield to the autopsy reports. But you could tell that that was not what he felt, I think, the truth to be. And you'll see that in the recorded deposition. And so I thought that that was interesting, because Hillary does not mix her words.
Did you feel like Bill was telling the truth today?
I feel like there was a lot that he could not recall. Also, though, this did happen 25 years ago. But when I did present him with some of the evidence that you actually have in front of you regarding the potential of a foreign intelligence tie and the likelihood that he might have been targeted, that did come as a surprise to him, but it makes a lot of sense too.
Yeah, so we have this passport. This guy Epstein's got an alias. I mean, people don't have fake passports locked up in a safe in a $72 million Up East Side townhouse. So was Bill kind of acting like he was hearing that Epstein might have been foreign intel for the very first time?
Yes, and actually we went further into the deposition questioning in regards to maybe what were the conversations personally had with President Clinton. And it was interesting because part of the agreement with Jeffrey Epstein and President Clinton in regards to the Clinton Global Initiative would be that when they traveled on his plane, they would talk about two specific things, politics and economics, for about an hour on each plane ride. And it was interesting because President Clinton had noted that at a certain point, Jeffrey felt that he felt that Jeffrey was just checking a box, if you will. If you're doing that, you're managing a relationship, you're managing an asset. But I think it's also important to note that what Jeffrey was doing specifically with trafficking these girls, barely legal, maybe underage at times, and then surrounding certain people, positions of power, etc., would have been the definition of a honeypot operation, specifically also to surrounding maybe whatever information Secretary Clinton had as well.
Right, because...
All right, you guys, that's it. Jeffrey Epstein when it comes down to Bill Clinton. Now we got to get into the main title right here, because we cannot hold back. We got to come and put down what we say we're going to do. So now we're going to get into our main title here. Where are the missing Epstein files that allege Trump's involvement? Because there was supposedly a witness. You know what? I'm going to do one even better. Let's let them tell it. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. If you appreciate the content that you're getting right now, let's double tap that screen and get those likes up, because let's go.
There are growing questions this hour about dozens of records that appear to be missing from the Epstein files. According to a CNN review, those records in question are FBI witness interviews, and 3 of the missing interviews are related to a woman who accused both Jeffrey Epstein and President Trump of sexually assaulting her decades ago. The top Democrat on the Oversight Committee is among those expressing concern.
I went to the DOJ file search room yesterday to look for these documents that are in the manifest document, and they should be in there, and they're not there. These documents relate to a survivor that has made serious allegations about the president. What's important now is that the DOJ explain to us why were those documents removed.
CNN's Kara Scannell joins us now. So Kara, what more do we know about the specifics of these documents?
Well, Erica, the CNN investigative team have taken a look into these records, and they found that there are dozens of files that are missing. And the way that they were able to do this is they looked at the serial numbers that were on an evidence log provided to Epstein's accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell. And looking at those serial numbers, discovered that there were dozens of them missing. And these all relate to 302s. That's the FBI form for witness interviews. And there are 325 included on that list, but there are 90 of them missing. And within those 90 that are missing includes 3 from a woman who said that she was sexually assaulted by Jeffrey Epstein going back to when she was as young as 13 years old. And she also made an allegation that she was sexually assaulted by Donald Trump in the 1980s. Now, we went to the White House with this. They said that these are false allegations and it's just sensationalist. The Justice Department said that they have not deleted any documents, and that they said that if there are documents that are not on the public website, that's either because they were duplicates, privileged, or part of an ongoing investigation. We have seen with the release of these records on the public website that sometimes documents are there, they're taken down, then they're put back up. It's unclear if there is any process that is underway related to these specific documents and these allegations against Donald Trump. Donald Trump, though, has not been accused of any wrongdoing. He's not been investigated for any wrongdoing. And it's unclear what happened to these specific allegations by this woman who spoke with investigators in 2019. There was another record in the files, a summary from the FBI about a number of these salacious allegations, and it said that one person claimed abuse by Trump but refused to cooperate. So if that is that same person, it could be that they just reached a dead end. But of course, Democrats are calling foul, as they have repeatedly, about the Justice Department's process of publicizing the records that are required under the law and redactions that they have taken.
All right, you guys, that's it. So that's where we at with that right there. It's a case that I guess that never went far. Thank you so much. I appreciate the super chat. We don't know how far that case went. As you can see, it. You know what I'm thinking though? Let's just keep it funky. If this person is still alive and this person is still around, how come they never came forward and said anything? Do you think they're possibly scared if it's true? What about if it's not? What do you guys think about this? Is it an allegation? Also, if this was in these files years ago, how come the other administration, the Biden administration, didn't bring it out? There's a lot of questions that I have when it comes down to this situation here. The only thing that I can do is do what we've been doing, and that's keep on looking forward and see what we can do to keep on peeling the layers of the onion back. What do you guys have to say? Because it's the only way Democrats keep all right, questioning. Appreciate you, jokers. It's a reach. We watch all the news and listen to all views. It's Happy Monday, y'all. We got the best host and vibes daily. That's right, you guys. Clinton said Donald Trump wasn't around. Epstein, Donald Trump. People who mess with children don't mess with just one child. Okay, you're right about that, Brenda. How you doing? Remove all the royal titles. Is Biden a robot? How do you ever know it was a case? Okay, you're right. No, it was a case. All right. Remember 25 years ago, better than yesterday. Talking about Biden. Biden could have released those files, right? Biden is a clown. She can't talk. She wants to live. You look like my uncle. Okay, cool. Hello, sir. How you doing? Double tap that screen to get those likes up. If you guys appreciate the content, I want you guys to see a little bit of Sarah Ferguson, how she was in the beginning. And then once she took a little bit of that money and realized that she was getting caught out there, she wanted to give it back. You can't pay for stuff like this. I love to go back and see what a person was really about, just to bring it to you guys so that you don't think that it's only, what they're saying right now. Remember, sometimes you got to look at history to see what's going to happen, or what if it can repeat itself going forward. And they do say history repeats itself, but also the type of person and what type of person that they are.
That deep down I'm okay. So many people can write horrible things, and every day somebody writes absolutely diabolical things about me, but I know that's not me.
Toe job. Fergie quits the castle. Oh yeah, she got a lot of stuff that basically happened before this speculation and all of this stuff came out. You guys, I'm sure many people know about it.
And there's no doubt diabolical things have been written about her. Have you always been the victim of untruths, or have you made mistakes? Have you put yourself in a position where errors have been made?
I've made thunderous mistakes. So yes, I've got better judgment at 51 now because of my appallingly bad judgment. And there's nothing, you know, my mistakes have been put on the public stage. Other people's mistakes aren't. And there are many things that are good, but good news doesn't sell papers, and bad Fergie sells.
Another beautiful spot here, this
Yes,
bridge.
isn't it great? I'm having to be a bit careful, Michael.
You're in your heels.
Because I'm in my heels.
You're right.
Which vanity prevails, but it's kind of difficult to walk on with these high heels on.
You're doing very well. Bad Fergie was at her self-destructive worst on May 19 last year.
But you will be his friend. I will listen to the friendship talk between you two.
When she was caught in a sting by the now-defunct British tabloid News of the World.
£500,000 when you can, to me, open doors.
£500 to me opens doors. It would be Prince Andrew, they said?
Prince Andrew. A fake businessman offers £500,000 to save her from bankruptcy.
Not went anywhere, because he's the Prince of England.
She agrees to give him access to Prince Andrew.
But he beats the most amazing people, and he just throws them out.
I think not only did I betray myself, because I believed him, and I didn't follow my instinct. I think that's the most difficult thing to live with. And now,
You mad you got caught.
and coming from that, this time last year I would never have been able to talk to you. I couldn't talk to anybody. I was too shocked. I just put my head down and disappeared off the universe.
At first, Fergie was completely open with me about what she calls her hell of shame.
To 500,000. Yeah, but that's in wire transfer. That has to be wire transfer, obviously.
She says there has to be wire transferred, the 500,000. Kind of similar to what they're talking about with this other money and Eugenia possibly, you guys. Just want to do, like I said, like to go back and look at the history because we got to know what's possibly happening in the future. Could be repeating itself.
The scandal features prominently in her new autobiography and a tell-all TV documentary.
The News of the World scandal was my rock bottom.
But when we sat down inside to discuss it further, our conversation turned toxic. I mean, did you take the money? At one stage you had $40,000 cash sitting in front of you. Did you take it?
Absolutely, yes. And it was given to me and I got it in the car and then returned it straight away.
Once the scandal broke?
As soon as I knew it was a scandal, not once it broke, Michael. But don't try and trick me now because I'm not going to play this game. Delete that bit. John, can you just delete it, please, that bit? Because I don't want to go down this...
Duchess,
it's
I'm
too
asking very
tabloidy.
fair questions of you.
No, I just too tabloidy.
John.
Yeah, too tabloidy, huh, Duchess? Yeah, boy, when you get caught, you got to tell on yourself, and you know she ain't like that. They was like, oh my God, they got me. Oh my God, so let me get his money back. And then he caught her like, oh, so when did you get the money back? After we found out that it was a sting? No, let's delete that bit. Reminded me of R. Kelly. I didn't do. Look a little R. Kelly-ish right there. Yeah, let's keep on moving forward, you guys. It's time to get on over to the Iranians, and they're doing something that we want to know. What are people doing when something like this happens? They're actually rejoicing and dancing in the streets. Can't say that for the adversaries and the people that they were going back and forth with, but at least they're happy. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because we got the Iranian Americans celebrating in the streets of Los Angeles after the supreme leader's demise. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. Hope you appreciate that segment right there. I gave you as much as I possibly could just so we can know who we're dealing with.
American journalist and activist Masih Alinejad. She has survived
35 more likes. Let's go, guys.
Assassination attempts on U.S. soil and a kidnapping plot, all launched by the Iranian regime because they wanted to take her out for the crime of encouraging women to allow their hair to be shown, to not judge. She has survived 3 assassination attempts on U.S. soil and a kidnapping plot, all launched by the Iranian regime because they wanted to take her out for the crime of encouraging women to allow their hair to be shown, to not wear a hijab, to be free and to fight for that freedom. Her own family has been held in Iran as a result of some of her bold actions in this country. Masi, I have watched your jubilation this morning. And I just want you to share with everyone what you're feeling. We just spoke on Friday afternoon. Yeah.
Martha, I love you. I love you. I love America. I love everything about this country. I grew up in a country where I was brainwashed to say death to America. The same country, how ironic, the same country that I wish death saved my life 3 times and now helped my people in Iran. They are celebrating. They are celebrating out of joy. This morning I woke up, I'm like, for the first time, I woke up. Always, every morning we wake up when we hear Allahu Akbar, one person get killed, executed in Iran. But this morning was the morning of millions of Iranians seeing justice. Ali Khamenei is dead. Is gone, and this is called justice, and this is what should have been done years ago by the United States of America. Thank you, President Trump, for actually taking decisive action. This is how a true leadership look like, and I know that, like people like Zoran Mamdani, people like Ilhan Omar, they hate President Trump, and they shifted their hate from President Trump to the people of Iran. They're sympathizing with our killers and saying no to war. Really? You're lecturing us Iranians about war? We have experienced war being waged on us by Islamic Republic. I am very happy. This is the first step, and would believe that the next step should be help from Europeans all over the world to help the people of Iran to end this regime. I am so happy that I am alive, and I see that Ali Khamenei is gone.
You know, Masi, one of the things that has been mentioned, there's so many things I want to talk to you about, but is opening up the prisons and allowing the people in them to be free. You know, obviously many of whom you have covered their stories, but that they would be able, some of them are actually leaders, reformists. They were against the regime. That's why they're in prison. Do you see that happening?
That's the dream of millions of people. What I see now, people are in the street. They're celebrating the same way when Venezuelan people were actually celebrating the capture of Maduro.
Now she's saying celebrating, you guys, just so you know. She just, you know, her lingo's a little rough. She's saying celebrating, just so you know. celebrating, celebrating. Sounds like she's saying celebrate. I got you, I know.
Maduro. Now my people in Iran, they are celebrating out of joy. They are in the street and they are saying, thank you, President Trump. Thank you, United States of America. And this is the dream. We want to see that one day the wall of dictatorship coming down, the wall of prison, and all prisoners are going to be free. And listen, I have to say that when the Israeli government targeted the military leader during 12 days war, people were a little bit disappointed because they wanted to see that the political leaders are gone. So now I want to make it clear that this regime cannot be reformed. So that's why targeting the military leaders and the political leaders, sending a signal to the people of Iran. And believe me, people, they have nothing to lose. They will come back to the street. They will end this regime. We will see that after facing massacre, people are in the street, not right now. University students, they took back to the street, and that has a message to the rest of the world that we...
Okay, we got to keep on moving forward. Your passion is very felt. We hear what you got going on, but there's a lot of mixed emotions on this title right here. Her English is still very good. Israel and Persia were very close 3,500 years ago, making fun of another ethnicity accent as a blackie is wild. No, I'm not making fun of her, and I'm not a blackie, so I'm going to let that roll off my back, because real is real and the fact's a fact, but I'm a real dude, so I'm going to let that roll off my back. And she did have a very hard accent. That's all I said. If you can't handle that, keep on playing around and watch what happens. I'm not even going to be the one to do it. I said what I had to say on the topic, and that's it. Thanks for the love on the Matthew for the suit. Appreciate y'all, and that's what we got to do. Y'all and you too, Gotti. Thank you, you guys. And if y'all appreciate the content that you're getting right now, you know what's going to happen if we get over 500 likes. I'm just letting you know, and all of y'all stuff is in the mail. Ad Rains, John, everybody's stuff is already on the way. So you don't got to play the game right now. But if you would, I really would appreciate it if you can get those likes up. Because if you do get the likes up, let me make sure you will be receiving one of these. That's right, you guys. We're going to pick 6 random people. If we get up to 500 or more likes today, we're going to be sending out 3 of these. That's the keychain right there, the Our Bottom Line, Show Your Love keychain. And then we also have the Purple Sunday. That's right, the Purple Sunday bonus decal sticker right there. If we can make it over 500 likes, I would love to send out 3 and 3 to random people that email me. And guess what? Everybody that emailed me, we actually were able to send them all out yesterday, you guys. And you guys, your stuff is on the way. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. We got to get on over to doom 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 doom. Doom 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 doom. Ice, ice, baby. Get him! That's right. We got a situation going on right now where ICE has busted an illegal Hills Nation. That's right, a Haitian. It's illegal drug dealer in Florida. They catch him right after he made a deal. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. I don't understand how you illegal, you're here, and you still try to do it? Like, what's going on? You really rolling your dice at this point. Come on, let's go, y'all.
That our guy? It confirmed it's him.
Out here selling Fetty Wap to people. Come on, man.
All right, boys, game time. All right, he's hauling ass again. Hey, tell those guys to keep up with him. All right, we're at the Wawa.
Got him at the Wawa, y'all. Don't pull into the Wawa.
Right,
Thank you so much, William. I really appreciate that coming on to be with the gym glove. Thank you for being a part of the fam. Thank you so much. Everybody, thank William.
Yeah, today we went after one of our prosecution team's targets. CBP's been following them for a couple of days for us. Got out early this morning, identified the subject during a known route, and came and did a stop here today. You're under arrest because you have a warrant for U.S. enforcement and carry violating the status of the United States.
When his mouth opened, he thought it was the regular case. They said, you're under arrest for immigration. His mouth said, oh, because you know what that means, right? See ya. Hope you had a good time. Bye now. Hope you had a good morning, did ya? Hope we never see you again. Bye now. Kick a rock for a block out here selling D-rugs to people. And man, listen.
You can't be dealing drugs in the United States as a legal permanent resident. That's not how we operate.
See ya.
Drugs?
Yeah. Let's get the dog out. I'm talking about dealing what? Let's get the dog out. We know how the dog do, right?
Found some oxycodone in the car, things like that. He's going to be going to immigration proceedings. He's a known past drug dealer in the country, and he's violated his status as a legal permanent resident. So that's what'll be going on with him today. We're going to book him in the Palm Beach County Jail and then move on to the next target.
Watch your head. Oh my God, look at the Chinese restaurant over there. Oh, look at the dog over there. I wish I was that little perro over there. He wished he was the little dog right now. You know what? You're here illegal and you're doing something like that, hurting children and getting people up out of here. I have no love for you, buddy. I'm glad to see you go. And please, never come back. Don't try to come on back over here doing no slick stuff another way. There you go. Tow the car. Let's auction the car off. Use the money for something good. Yeah, get him up out of here. He shouldn't have been in the first place. But yeah, we got a little more to get into. We got another one. And this mother right here, I feel for her. Because she said that her son, and she's right, her son should be out here right now with her, with his family, and with his children, enjoying life instead of in a casket. Terrible situation where another person that should not have been. I'm just going to say, but I'm going to let them say it themselves, you guys. I'm not sure about the status of this person right here, so I don't want to mess it up. But this is terrible right here. They're saying don't deport him right now. We want to charge him. And this is the same thing that I always say. When they do these crimes, don't just deport them, because you don't know how long they're going to go to prison when they get to their country. The prison, they might just let them out over there. No, they need to do hard time while they're in our country, and then you send them away. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. This is a terrible situation right here in Chicago. Come to the front of the stage, please.
It took 89 days for authorities to take the registered owner of a car involved in a deadly crash into custody.
Well, today there is a twist and it's troubling. Tia Ewing is here with the details. Tia?
Well, we've covered this story twice before, and here we are again with a bit of an update and also some concerns from this family. Investigators say the car that sparked a fiery crash was registered to Miguel Angel Navarrete Palacios, an Ecuadorian who is now in ICE custody. The question the family is asking, will justice be served, or will this case disappear across the border?
I want him in the county jail, no walking around free, doing what he want to do. Have to talk to my baby in the urn while you out here walking and doing what you want to do. And my son's supposed to be going in and out the house, having fun, going to work, living.
Now, the sad part about it is if the law enforcement was working together, things like that could actually happen, where they're working in compliance with each other, whereas you can go pick somebody up from the precinct or from the jail to go bring them to do their detention time when they need to go and be deported. I'm not necessarily sure that if I see ICE or Homeland Security releasing an inmate that they have in their custody to a lower court because they already have them ready to get them out. That's what my concern about is this case right here, that he's not going to be able to serve his time in our country for the crime that he's committed. What do you guys think about that? Do me a favor, double tap that screen to get those likes up. Somebody said my Fox 32 News. We working over here. Let's go.
He would have been 24 next month.
Stephanie Hartley is remembering her son, Prince Sullivan. He and his childhood friend, Deanna Kulovitz, a 911 dispatcher, were killed in a violent early morning crash.
He and his friend. Don't go over that right there, and don't get over her fast like that neither. I don't like when people do stuff like that, because Deanne lost her life too, and she was a 911 dispatch operator. Beautiful young lady who lost her life because of this nonsense. I don't just go over Leanne like that. Leanne lost her life out here. 911 dispatcher. So she was a good person, even with her work that she was doing, trying to help and save people. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. And I would appreciate it right now if we can double tap that screen to get those likes up. Because I like to see people that when they ask questions like, yo, why you be saying deport certain people, Bugatti, and why you be saying certain stuff? Because of people like this that lose their lives at very young age because of stupidity and nonsense that's going on out here. So call me what you want, man. I don't care at this point. I don't care. I think they need to get the hell up out of here, especially the ones like this. Let's keep on going, you guys. And his mother is suffering right now. 2 people lost their lives because of this idiot.
Dispatcher were killed in a violent early morning crash. This happened on November 23rd of 2025 along the 3900 block of South Lakeshore Drive. The police report shows a Kia Forte registered to Miguel Angel Navarrete Palacios was speeding and ran a stop sign.
How the hell do you have a car registered to him? I mean, come on, man.
Before slamming into Sullivan-stalled Chevy Malibu, which had its hazard lights on. Police confirmed Navarrete Palacios is the registered owner of the Kia, but he told officers he wasn't driving. Instead, he claimed he was a passenger and that the driver was someone he had just met. But that driver died, never giving his account of exactly what happened. Nearly 3 months have passed before Navarrete Palacios was taken into custody. And now with him in ICE detention, Hartley fears the criminal investigation could take a back seat to immigration proceedings.
It's a long time and still no justice, still no detective phone call. Still no answers. There was still no help. I was just still sitting there like I was a detective investigating on my own, like calling, seeking, getting any type of help I could from outside because the detective that was on my case, Detective Wilson, is no help.
Now, Republican State Representative Patrick Sheehan, he learned of this story and he did issue a statement. Here's part of it. Illinois Democrats rewarded illegal immigrants in Illinois while washing their hands of the tragic consequences for law-abiding crime victims and their families. Of course, we reached out to the governor, Governor Pritzker, for comment, and so far we haven't heard back. We also contacted ICE to ask why Miguel Angel Navarrete Palacios is being held. No response there as well so far, and the Chicago Police Department confirms there are currently no charges pending against him. Of course, as always.
So they definitely not going to release him into their custody if they ain't got no charges on him. They're going to try to hold him on whatever they got. How they don't got no charges on this guy? What's going on with Chicago PD out there, y'all? Oh, boy. Oh, man, I want to pray for this family right here because this is a terrible tragedy that just happened out there. I want to pray for the families of both of the people that lost their lives with this, his mother, as well as her family, because this should not have been something that's happened. And it just seems like people, the two units and corporations, whatever you want to call them, they need to be working in sync, at least especially when it comes down to stuff like this, because there's a lot of non-organization going on. I know I shouldn't be praying under this, but I just hope that they get this stuff together, Lord. We want to pray for the families. We want to pray for everyone that lost their lives in this. And let's pray that they get their stuff together so that they can get this stuff right when it comes down to working in coordination. Amen. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. That's terrible right there. 2 families hurt. Akron, Ohio now. We got this suspected of a lot of crimes right now. We got to get on over to Akron right now. We got 9 people that's been charged for activity in Akron following multi-year investigation. We go everywhere, you guys. We go everywhere, not just in one place. Let's get on over to Akron and see what's going on with these 9.
Police believe they've terrorized Akron neighborhoods for years.
These are individuals that are violent individuals.
Suspected in dozens of crimes.
It's too much. Gun violence is destroying people who look like me.
But now, after a multi-year investigation, 9 accused members of a gang called Down the Way have been indicted and arrested.
It's important, vitally important to our community to have this group held accountable at even a higher level.
This is just the latest move in the city's ongoing battle against violence.
News 5's Bob Jones has covered the Akron area now for years. He takes an in-depth look at the crimes and their impact.
What's the 9mm looks like?
May 2020, body camera video shows Akron police respond after gunfire erupts between 2 groups of people, leaving 2 teens injured. It happened outside of a drive-thru on Lover's Lane, next to the muffler shop where Dom Epps works. I remember the aftermath. There was cops everywhere the next day, you know what I mean? And we heard about it. It was dangerous at the time.
He had an AR-15 and the one had a 9.
Easter Day 2021, another gun battle plays out on Florida Avenue. Again, 2 teens were shot. They survived, but another neighborhood was left traumatized.
Houses have been struck, cars have been struck, people have been struck. People are just trying to live peacefully, live their day-to-day lives, raise their families, been victimized by this group.
Over the past 4 years, Akron police and prosecutors have been investigating multiple violent crimes, suspecting a gang called Down the Way, or DTW, was responsible for much of it. Elliot Kolkovich is the Summit County prosecutor.
What you see behind every one of these crimes are victims and scared community.
Akron's Gun Crime Intelligence Center, which opened last fall, dug deeper into the crimes, uncovered potentially incriminating text messages, along with social media posts showing people holding guns. They also test-fired multiple guns seized off the streets.
But if you tell them something about it, yo, don't snitch, yo, chill, they be out there with free little such and such and free little this. Meanwhile, they got everything on them. And then the mother, you know what the mothers say? My son never hurt nobody. He doesn't deserve this. And then when they do refer to him, they don't show these pictures, these ones right here. You know what pictures they show? When they was like 6 years old in school like this. Nah, show these pictures. Show these right here.
The investigation led to these 9 men indicted on felonies, accused in a pattern of crime, charged with participating in a criminal gang and conspiracy to participate in a criminal gang. Police say they're members of DTW. I'm glad they cleaned up the neighborhood, whatever. If they got these guys off the street, cool.
for more room for regular people.
Police tell me down the way gang members were involved in at least 36 gun-related crimes, and 42 guns were seized as part of the investigation. 7 of those guns were connected to shootings in the area that were previously unsolved, including that Lover's Lane shooting 6 years ago and the Florida Avenue shooting 5 years ago. The case also led to a murder charge against one of the suspects, Ronald Jones.
Find somebody with this shot. Please, man, please. Please, man, please.
I mean, we used to make it our business to fight. We used to be like, yo, come on, come on. We used to love it. I mean, even though I ain't that old, you know what I'm saying, they were still popping it off when I was younger, but still, man, like, we want to live to fight another day. I don't understand these people in these situations out here, but I want to pray for Akron. I want to pray for all of the people that are involved in the innocent people that's around these situations, because that's always the people that get hurt. Because they always get an innocent bystander or a child going to school or an old lady or somebody that's out there just trying to enjoy their life. And it's sad because if we could just enjoy our lives, because that's what's given to us, everybody would be much better off. I think we need more guidance for the parents at home, not when they get out into the community. It's the parents' responsibility. Everything else is secondary. I want to pray for security, you guys. I want to pray for health. And if anybody got injured, I'd like for them to get 100% recovery. And for the families, anybody who lost their lives in this tragic events. Let's move forward, you guys. Let's go. We got to get on over to Tennessee. Take me to another place. Take me to another land. We got an update on a former Hamilton County teacher who's getting years for doing what? I can't say it. But child number 6 crimes. You know what I'm talking about. Some of these teachers, you guys, if I was you, I would go to the school and I would ask to see their resumes. I would ask to know their names. I would put their names in the database. I would look them up. Because sometimes you'll have a teacher, just like the police officers and just like bad police officers and bad other administrators. What do? They leave one county and they go to another one and they apply to another job at a different place. And they don't do too much homework because guess why? They need teachers really badly. So if you look like you know the curriculum and you look pretty cut and close and you're good, they'll hire you. Not a good idea. You know why, guys? Because our children are the ones that they're supposed to be teaching. And let me show you what's about to happen right now. This is going to piss you off, but I want it to. Parents, you got kids in schools? Bugatti trying to get you mad right now. Hell with y'all. Kiss my grits. I don't even want to curse at y'all because I love y'all. But whatever I can do to get y'all mad, I want you guys to get very angry right now. I'm serious. Because it's not you, it's the schools and it's the actual government and whoever's vetting these people that should be on top of this schools and particular teachers like this. Watch how long his reign was and watch what he did.
Federal judge sentenced a former Hamilton County school teacher to nearly 19 years in federal prison.
Kenya White pleaded guilty to child sex crime charges on the federal level. The judge also ordered him to attend sex offender therapy, alcohol therapy, and mental health therapy. Lydia Nathan was in the courtroom when the sentencing happened.
The defense made 7 objections prior to sentencing. Attorney McCracken Poston objected to various language within the court documents. White also blames alcohol for his actions. White was first arrested on February 10, 2025 on 14 state charges of child sex crimes. He was employed at Chattanooga Preparatory School at that time, but the Department of Children's Services investigation started years prior. These charges stemmed from incidents involving students in 2023. Here is a look at White's employment history. In June of 2018, he served as a part-time tutor at East Lake Academy. Then in January of 2019, he served as a substitute teacher at East Lake Academy. The following January, he served as an exceptional educational assistant at East Lake Academy. Then in February of 2023, he was suspended without pay by Hamilton County Schools. Within the 2024 to 2025 school year, he served as a guided reading teacher at Chattanooga Preparatory School. Then in February of last year, 2025, he was indicted on 12 sexual exploitation charges. White was arrested again the second time on March 7th, this time on federal charges of enticement of a minor. Through an open records request, Local 3 News learned that White was one of 21 out of 45 teachers at Chat Prep that did not have permits or active licensing to teach.
1 in 21 of 45 that did not have an active license to teach. Let's get that back again, you guys. I want to make sure that we're getting this information correct.
Prep that did not have permits or requests. Local 3 News learned that White was one of 21 out of 45 teachers at Chat Prep that did not have permits or active licensing to teach. Internal emails also revealed that Chat Prep did not background check White before hiring him. It was not set up through the state to do so. He was under an active Department of Children's Services investigation while he was hired at Chat Prep.
He was under investigation. You already saw the timelines and all the other schools that he was at. So I'm not even going to talk about, let's go back and see what he probably did back in 2018 when he started as a part-time. This is what I'm trying to tell you. We got to vet them ourselves because they're not doing it. They just want somebody to watch over the kids. I'm bringing it back. I'm bringing it back a little more.
While he was hired at Chat Prep. Internal emails show there was a disciplinary hold on his file, but they hired him anyway. After Hamilton County Schools threatened to pull Chat Prep's charter, the school worked to hire new leaders, set up proper background checks, and ensure proper licensing of teachers. In June 2024, White pleaded guilty to federal charges of enticement of a minor. White also faces state-level charges. He is set to be in the Hamilton County Court next week on March the 6th, and we're going to continue to follow this, and we're going to provide you with updates. Reporting in Chattanooga, Lydia Nathan, Local 3 News. Back to you.
This story, I don't want to tell. I don't want to show at all. I do not want to show this next story. Oh, man. I don't want to show this next story. Damn. Where's Taunton at? Taunton. Damn, this one right here. Damn, man. All right, some of these stories that I do, I show them, I watch them when I'm with you guys because I can't watch them when I'm by myself. I heard something being said about the little girl after the fire that I just couldn't believe. It just really broke me. I just couldn't. But there was a situation in Taunton where a father describes being on the phone with his family when the house exploded. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. His daughter, beautiful little angel. When you hear this, I'm just, yeah.
That's right, Jed. And he says that his girlfriend was making their daughter pancakes for breakfast yesterday morning when she turned the gas on while he was on the phone.
When she turned the stove on, all I heard was a big boom, and I heard my daughter, she was screaming and crying.
Schneider Jermelis describes the moment his home exploded with his girlfriend and their daughter inside. Their phone call disconnecting. Unsure of what happened, he called police and waited anxiously at work for answers.
While I was waiting on Facebook, I seen a video of our house on fire, so I thought they had died. I got scared, you know?
He rushed to Rhode Island Hospital. His girlfriend, 24-year-old Lucinta Blanc, and their daughter Janelle, both badly burned, but alive.
When I saw her, she was all burnt up. First thing she said was, "Hi, Dada." She's so strong.
New body camera video shows the intense flames. He says Lucinta had initially escaped, but ran back into the blaze.
She ran when she was running. She remember she had a baby. She remember a baby. So when the house was on fire and debris everywhere, she went back upstairs. She got a baby.
Schneider grateful for the outpouring of support from the community, as his family has a long road ahead.
My baby's face is not fully there, you know. Lucita's face fully there. But they're good. They're in high spirits right now.
And back here live, you can see all that remains of this house, the excavator there to demolish it as well. Now, Schneider says that his young daughter was eating today. He was able to feed her strawberries. His girlfriend also talking and doing a little bit better today herself. Again, just remarkable that they all survived this explosion. We're live here in Taunton. I'm Peter Leopoulos, WCVB News Center.
Said the little girl went back into the house as it was on fire. She didn't know any better. She's a toddler. She didn't know any better. She was actually out of the house, but went back in. Keep on moving forward, you guys. I want to pray for the little girl and the mother. I know they're going to be going through a lot of extreme pain because of that fire. I want to teach children very early about fires, and if you get out, don't even go back in no matter what you're thinking, though you can't save anybody, and you're the main person that needs to be saved. I know you might want to try, but please, just don't, especially because adults are much heavier. Really need to pay attention and teach our children how to deal with stuff like this. This is to the point where I'm believing in fire drills if you have a house. If you have a house, I even believe in doing a fire drill. I think it'd be cool as organized to do it with your family at random times. Just want to pray for the family, the little girl, full recovery. Want to pray for the father. Hopefully they have a GoFundMe coming up soon. We'll be a part of it. I'm going to keep you guys up on this story. And I apologize for not being able to be so much a part of what's going on when it comes down to this one, because not too much that you could say. Not too much. And it brings tears to your eyes. If I really want to let it go, probably wouldn't be able to finish the show. Amen. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to get on over to Houston. We got a Wells Fargo situation with this bank. We got a 24-year-old is at the center of a scheme, of a fake banker scheme, where they come around to your house and they tell you, give me your bank card, we're going to cut it up because, somebody's compromised your card. Another way that they're trying to strike at elderly people that don't know any better. But one thing would have sent the red flag up with me was this girl. What is she, about 19 years old, popping up at the house with her hair all out, talking about cutting up somebody's credit cards? I don't believe in stuff like this. They should have saw the red flags in it. Let's get on over to Houston. I'm going to try to prevent you guys from getting caught up in situations like this. And if you do me a favor, I like to get stories out as much as possible, to see about things like this. And again, they're teachable moments, and why you probably want to teach your kids about fire. And they're like, why you want us to know about this? Because a lot of bad things can happen. You guys can determine what they can see, what you want them to understand, but I have always been like that. I like to have teachable moments where it's like, this is why I'm like this. This is why I say this, because it's not you, it's what's going on in the world. And not only that, it gives you a better opportunity to create a great bridge with your children in order to open up conversations for much, much more. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us here. I'm Anthony Antoine. For more than a year, we've been reporting exclusively on a scam targeting Wells Fargo bank customers. Tonight, a 24-year-old woman is charged for her alleged role in this scheme. Fox 26's Randy Wallace has been at the forefront of this. He is joining us in studio with the latest. Randy.
Yeah, Anthony, now her name is Jacqueline Chamblis. She's charged with credit card abuse.
I would have known by her name, Jacqueline Chamblis. Like they was drinking champagne when they made her.
And fraudulent use of identifying information in Harris County. She has 2 other cases in Brazoria County.
For you.
Dispatch of Wells Fargo. I have a code for you whenever you're ready.
In at least 4 of the cases we reported on, Jacqueline Chamblis allegedly showed up to cut customers' Wells Fargo cards in half. Police say she intentionally avoided cutting through the embedded chip, allowing her to steal tens of thousands of dollars. Wells Fargo first denied customers who lost substantial amounts of money refunds until we got involved. Lori, this woman came to your house to get your card.
She did. She did come to the house pretty quickly after the call from the Wells Fargo fake employee.
In August of last year, we told you how Lori Kimball almost lost $23,000.
I had made a comment on that was so sad that this was happening to people, and then she looked right at me and said, well, aren't you glad that we're doing something about it? And so, I still have that anger of, the audacity of her.
And she went to her house to set her up to try to cut her credit card. And then she was like, yeah, I heard about all this fraud going on. She's like, well, aren't you glad that we're doing something about it? Meanwhile, she was one of the people just not doing nothing about it, cutting around around the square, because you can still tap with that thing and still get information on it once you still got the chip. You don't need the strip when you got the chip. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Understand and recognize this information, because you might be smart enough, but your old auntie and your old grandma might not be. That's why I keep on bringing up stories like this and keep on talking about teachable moments, because we should learn at the same time while we're getting our news, right? Do your boy a favor, double tap that screen and get those likes up. It gets more people over here. Subscribe to the channel. Also, give me all the money in your pockets. Matter of fact, it's the first, it's the second. They're a little light right now, Bugatti. Don't ask for that. But I would like to ask for some likes. Yeah, you guys can pay in the form of likes. Double tap that screen and get those likes up. Let's keep on going, you guys.
To say that when she was the person who was stealing.
A woman shows up and cuts your card in half.
Took my card, cut it in half, put it in an envelope, drove away.
HPD's Major Offenders Division Swindle Squad charged Chambliss in thefts involving Scott Merkovich and Sharon Schoolcraft. Why do you think you got your money back?
Because I'm on Fox 26. Because you've done this story before.
In these cases, the last defendant impersonated a Wells Fargo employee, collected debit card information, PIN numbers, used that information to make unauthorized purchases throughout Harris County.
How do you feel about the fact that she's criminally charged?
Yes, when I talked to you, it was great news. That was my first thought. And then thank you, God, for bringing justice. And thank you, Randy, for exposing this to the public.
I want to give a
that's it. Thank you so much. That story was long enough, but I wanted the people, the victims, and I wanted you to see the type of people that they go after. Most of the time, it's elderly people that don't know any better, and they'll do something real slick. They'll send them a code, and they'll be like, all right, well, the code is 75. Let me tell you the code. Like, they'll make up all of these fake security measures just to get what they want. Guys got to be careful, because they got a lot of strategies out there to swindle you out of your money. Be careful. Now we got these youngsters, young as 13 and 12 years old, that's robbing and stealing like crazy out in Baltimore. The residents are reacting to 6 juveniles arrested for a string of robberies in the Northeast Baltimore area. You guys live in Baltimore? Check this story out right here. And again, I need more support, you guys. I need y'all to help me out, get more people over here. If y'all can double tap that screen, I'd appreciate it.
And a group of teenagers arrested in connection with a string of robberies.
And we begin there. Fox 45's Keith Daniels joins us live with a closer look at the crimes these young people are accused of. Keith.
Well, Maxine and Kai, police say 6 juveniles have been arrested in connection with a string of robberies. The youngest suspect, 13 years old. And tonight, the criminal charges they face. In Northeast Baltimore, several convenience stores hit by juveniles. According to Baltimore police, larceny and robbery suspects stealing large amounts of items, including toiletries and snacks from stores along Bel Air Road near Kenwood Avenue.
No home training. Going in the store with weapons, going behind the counter, doing whatever they want to do. Yeah.
Among the stores targeted, CVS and the Dollar General. Police say it happened Monday afternoon. Officers responded to the reports at about 1:30 after getting the call that day.
She called me. She was like, she was nervous. She concerned.
Jose Coriel got a call too. He says his girlfriend was working at the Dollar General when the suspects walked in. We talked to her. She declined an on-camera interview, but her boyfriend at the store today to check on her did speak out about those alarming moments when she called him as the suspects rumbled through the store.
One of them, it was an 18-year-old and went behind a register. He was acting crazy. He was telling the manager he was going to pistol whip him. Something like that. It was crazy.
Soon after, police say they located the juvenile offenders. BPD releasing news of the arrest Thursday. 6 teens caught. A 13-year-old male, 2 15-year-old males, a 16-year-old male, a 15-year-old female, and an 18-year-old male. Police say the juvenile suspects were transported to the Juvenile Justice Center, where they were charged accordingly.
The 18-year-old is going to be charged as an adult and could be charged as the ringleader, enticing them to do it.
The 18-year-old male transported to Central Booking, where he was charged with theft. One shopper at the Dollar General, hearing about the arrest, ponders over the teens dangerous behavior.
Somebody else getting hurt, them getting hurt, potentially, interaction with police.
These larceny and robbery arrests one of the city's latest incidents of juveniles behaving badly, accused of crimes.
Hey! Go! Get up! There's 7 shots fired! Shots fired! Get the
We just saw this. BPD released this body-worn camera footage last week, an incident involving an officer who fired his weapon after confronting 3 juveniles during an armed burglary call on West Baltimore Street earlier this month. The suspects, all 14 years old, including 2 boys, already on ankle monitors for previous crimes.
So they getting busy while they got the ankle monitor on out in Baltimore, boy. They like, catch me if you can. The ankle monitor ain't doing nothing if you don't catch them doing it. Oh boy, I want to pray for Baltimore. Pray for all the people out there. Anybody got hurt in these tragic situations right here. Pray for the homes that's getting hit. Pray for everybody out there. You guys, be careful out there. Amen, Baltimore. Baltimore, woo! I don't know what's happening now. You think it's time for the locusts, you guys? You think we about to see some locusts? Because I'm thinking that the locust is about to come. And you know what they say about that in the Bible? You know, look at what happened in the Sahara Desert out here. We got a massive locust hit right here. You think it's time right now, you guys? Massive locust swarm slams into cars. This is the Sahara Desert. I know it's the Sahara Desert, but it's a locust storm still happening. Yeah. Yeah, The Wire was based on real events. Look at all these locusts out here. What's going on, y'all? We got the water, we got locusts. Not paying attention? And this, yeah, it's in the Sahara Desert. You guys are right. It's probably because of, yeah, Sahara Desert. But that many locusts? All right. It's biblical out here, you guys. We got the kids acting up. We got the government going nuts. We got the pills pedophiles, all sorts of rituals that they're doing. They're trying to get to the kids. Got the drug dealers. We got all sorts of wars going on. My mother would be out here right now like Sodom and Gomorrah. The earth and the world is fighting back. God is talking to him right now. And guess what? You better start listening. I don't want to start preaching because they're going to say, that's why you wear a suit. No, it's not. But I know the truth. And I know when scripture starts to reveal itself, keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's keep on moving forward to Rosie O'Donnell. Somebody that really need to leave my dog alone. I used to always tell people, leave my dog alone in the backyard, because if you come over here and he bites you, it's going to be your fault. Ain't nobody tell you to jump over my fence. He's over here minding his business. So Rosie O'Donnell, I think you need to pay attention to your daughter, because she's facing an assault charge for claims that she grabbed somebody in the you-know-what. I guess she wasn't too attractive to this gentleman, or his wife said, oh, if you don't press charges, it's going to be a problem. Or maybe he knew to get in front of it. But anyway, Rosie, instead of you worrying about other things, maybe you need to worry about your own stuff. Keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. See what's going on with Rosie O'Donnell right here real quick.
Now, to another activist and sometime actress, comic, Rosie O'Donnell. Her daughter, Chelsea, has made headlines after she was accused of touching a man's genitals without his permission, leading to her being thrown behind bars. And
you gotta look butt ugly for a man to get you arrested for touching on him. Any other man would be like, hey, probably get mad or walk away, whatever like that. You're like, get away, whatever. Especially, I'm not gonna add too much to it. But you gotta be real seriously butt ugly for somebody to lock you up for that. But yeah, let's go, y'all.
Her probation for various other offences being terminated. Kinsey, what more can you tell me about this case?
Well, what I can tell you about this case is that, Rosie should probably focus on her own drama versus trying to tell us all how to vote and how to live our lives. She did previously state that Chelsea has addiction issues, but what does it say about Rosie that she flees the country while her child is clearly out of control? Stay home and get your family in order before dishing out political advice to everyone else.
Well, Rosie herself is obviously troubled. We mock her for her Trump derangement syndrome, but it's a real condition when it comes to her. She has spoken about her therapist telling her to stop posting about Donald Trump. Just try to go 48 hours without posting about Donald Trump. And Kinsey, she can't do it.
She can't do it, and I believe this has become her purpose in life, Rita. I believe this has become her brand. I don't think that she wants to make people laugh anymore. I don't think that she wants to be a movie star anymore. I feel like she's given that up, and she just wants to be an activist, and you're not very good at it.
Do you guys think the same thing about Robert De Niro right now? What do you think about Bob? Because if you think that way, maybe you're thinking the same way about him. I don't know. If you think that way about Rosie, do you guys think that Robert De Niro doesn't want to act anymore? Will you go see any of his movies? Y'all let me know in the comments. Just keep on moving forward right now. We got to get on over to Orlando County, Seminole County. We got this man who was charged with stealing money from deceased property owners. You know what he would do? He would wait, find out when somebody's, of course, deceased. Yeah, and try to steal their property. We got a little exclusive over here, you guys, because we caught him coming out the courtroom. And we asked him a question. Not trying to say he answered it, but we tried to ask him a question. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. You got to be real pretty low to do something like this. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go.
Property fraud is one of the fastest growing scams in the nation, and Florida is in the crosshairs.
A local man is charged with trying to steal houses after the homeowners have died. West 2 News investigative reporter Greg Fox tracked him down.
Every clerk of court in Florida has an alert system to let you know when suspicious activity is happening with your property. Here in Seminole County, already 20,000 of those alerts have been sent out. We'll have more on that in a moment. But first, more on a man that police say has been trying to steal homes.
Mr. Bellamy, Greg Fox from West 2 Investigates.
We caught up with Samuel Bellamy at the Seminole County Courthouse.
That remind me of that little kid meme when a little kid run out and go like this. He ain't want to get caught in that one. He was like, damn, they out there. Shit, the news.
Minutes after a judge appeared annoyed that Bellamy showed up for his arraignment without an attorney. He promised to have one by the next hearing, but he didn't want to talk with us about the 8 felony counts of fraud, forgery, and grand theft he's facing. Police allege he filed forged papers to try and steal homes from people who died and had no local next of kin.
Can you tell us if you were filing forged paperwork to try and take control of people's homes? Police say that you filed forged paperwork. Do you want to tell us what your side of the story is?
It's a story not just about Bellamy, but also about whole neighborhoods shocked by his actions.
Pretty quiet, huh? Don't have no comment.
You guys come out too! Come here! Hey, hands up in the garage!
West 2 Investigates obtained body camera video from the Altamont Springs Police Department responding to gunfire at this house on Spring Oaks Boulevard last March.
Do not move! Do not move!
When officers got to Samuel Bellamy,
keep your hands out front, okay?
They thought he was the homeowner or a renter. He claimed to be terrorized by people in his attic. They found a gun, ammunition, and a dozen bullet holes inside. After Bellamy was Baker acted, police discovered he doesn't own this house, or this one on Hermit's Trail, or this one on Greenbrier Boulevard, where neighbors marked it with accusations that Bellamy is a scammer. He was arrested in November and charged with filing forged paperwork to steal the homes.
I think it's horrendous. It just blows my mind that he can live here and I can't do a damn thing yet because technically it was switched over into his name.
Ron Post was in tears as he showed us the Spring Oaks Boulevard home where his mother lived until her death in 2024. Gaping holes in the ceiling of the garage, a bathroom that looks like a bomb went off, and a back porch littered with dog feces.
I told you guys, that's how they do. Squatters are even worse, and that's how they do. They don't own it. They don't have no sense of value, no sense of ownership. Don't even care. You guys got to be careful out there. But I know you can't probably do nothing about a situation like that or get in front of it, because that's what they're doing right now. Old, like people that lose their lives, they go try to steal your home. Anything. You can just imagine what people are out there trying to do. And look how many he had. He had like 4 houses he was staying at. Crazy. Seminole County, y'all got to do better out there. Facebook Marketplace, y'all up next. Come on. This Facebook Marketplace meetup, it ended in a pepper spray robbery. Y'all do yourselves a favor. If you're going to sell something on Facebook, at least do it in a Starbucks or in the parking lot of the precinct. Don't get caught up like these people right here. Come on, you guys. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. I'm trying to put you guys up on stuff. Come on.
Details now about that Facebook Marketplace sale gone wrong. Police say this trio has a history of robbing people. Thanks for joining us. I'm Luann Sorrell.
And I'm John Brown. We're talking about 2 robberies in 2 counties in less than a day. And Fox 35's Hannah McKenzie is live with the latest details on this one. So, Hannah, what do police say that we should all do to keep ourselves safe while selling online?
Well, John, in these situations, the victims did everything they were supposed to do. They met during the day at busy locations where cameras were around, and they still got robbed. In fact, police tell me the only thing they could have done to add another layer of protection would be to meet at a place like this, a safe exchange zone. They're outside of most police departments and sheriff's offices. And if you think no one actually utilizes these, think again. Just 20 minutes ago, we saw 2 guys out here doing a deal over some car tires. Robbed, dragged, then pepper sprayed. A man injured after an alleged Facebook Marketplace sale goes south in Winter Springs. The agreed upon meeting spot, this Publix on State Road 434. It happened on February 17th around 2 in the afternoon. A PlayStation 5 Pro valued at around $800 stolen. The victim left bloodied and blurry-eyed.
This individual did everything that he was supposed to do.
Captain Nicholas Romano was shocked by the surveillance video.
Y'all be careful out there when y'all do these Facebook market meetups and all of that, because yes, you might be having no intention but just to go to buy the item. I'm going on the other side now. You might be ready to purchase. They might be ready to rob you because they know the amount of money that you have. You get what I'm saying? Now you might be ready to sell something, but they might be out just to steal what you have and sell it and keep the money from what they get. Be careful out there, you guys. Very careful. And guess what? Let me ask you a question. Do you guys eat cereal? Cheerios? Do you eat, like, let's say, Frosted Flakes, Corn Flakes, Special K, maybe Bran Flakes, maybe shredded wheat? What's your favorite cereal? I'd like to know. Do me a favor, you guys. If you like cereal, I'd like to know. Maybe oatmeal or something. What's your favorite breakfast cereal in the morning when you ever ate cereal? Do me a favor. I'd like to know, what sort of cereal did you eat? We got a person with Cocoa Pops. I used to like Cocoa Pops when I was a kid. We got Frosted Mini Wheats. We've got Cheerios. We got Cocoa Puffs. I have a problem with Fox. This is why I listen to Bugatti, where I hear the truth and clear points of view of mine. Babes, do you like cereal? Regular Kellogg's, no sugar. Don't drink milk anymore. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Good question. Good one right there. Honey Bunches of Oats. We got Grits, Lucky Charms, Life Cereal, Life Captain Crunch, Cocoa Pebbles, Sugar Puffs, Honey, Sugar Smacks, Granola, Shredded Wheat, Captain Crunch, Cherries, Fruity Pebbles, Raisin Bran, Honey Nut Cheerios, Fruity Pebbles, Golden Grams, Raisin Bran, Oatmeal, Apple Jacks in the 80s. No cereal. I love Captain Crunch. I like the cereal that doesn't start with every 10 years. Fruity Pebbles, Farina Jacks, Nope, Frosted Flakes, Crunch. Oh man, you guys are going to be mad at me. Every single one of the ones that you put up there. General Mills, what are you doing to my people? We are now in our health and wellness segment, you guys. I wanted to know what cereal you ate, because now you can't pull it back because you already said it. Come to the honeycomb hideout. I remember that back in the day. Shredded wheat. Y'all might want to stop now because I got something for you. I have the real cereal video. That's right. Even though you ate all of those cereals as a kid, we got 8 cereals that you need to stay away from. And I'm going to tell you why. Because it's not cereal. It's not what you think it's cereal anyway. And some of the countries like overseas and UK will not even allow these cereals to be called cereals. Actually, you know what Lucky Charms is really called? Somebody put it in there. You know what Lucky Charms is called? It's a dessert. What's Lucky Charms? I'll wait. What are Lucky Charms made of? And they have more of those than the actual cereal. And if you really think about it, look at the cereal and the Lucky Charms. You notice that they have the circles? Guess what? They're the same Cheerio circles that you guys think are so good for you. And yes, Lucky Charms has so much sugar and marshmallows in it that it's considered a dessert. Let's get into it. Cheerios is number 8. Stays crunchy in milk for 10 minutes due to forcing wheat through heat and metal dyes. Oat flavored extruded pastes dried on crisps so it maintains a crisp. That's right, that's number 8. We got Frosted Flakes coming in. Somebody just said that. Milled corn flour. That's right, milled corn flour with sugar turned into dough, toasted and sprayed on top with sugar so that you're basically starting your day with what's essentially corn flavored candy. Lucky Charms. They're magically delicious. 40% marshmallows. It's not truly a cereal. It's marshmallows, and at that point, the cereal is just an excuse for General Mills to introduce Lucky Charms to the industry in 1964. The circles are, yes, the same as Cheerios minus the marshmallows. Keep on moving forward, you guys. They couldn't even call this fruit anymore. And no, let me get back to this. The marshmallows that are in Lucky Charms, they're made of corn syrup, sugar, gelatin, pressed into shapes, essential hard candy. So you guys are eating hard candy for a dessert, and it's not even cereal. And also, the colored sugar water that you get after that. Imagine that. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. It's not, I mean, we getting knowledge of it now, so it's okay. It's like this. We got Fruit Loops. Of course, there is no fruits in Fruit Loops at all. All of the fruits had been taken out. All of the real fruits have been taken out. So Fruit Loop had to change the spelling from F-R-U-I-T to F-R-O-O-T, loops. So now, legally, they're okay. They won't get in any trouble for that. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Okay, now we got one of your favorites. I saw you guys in the comments already. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That's right. No whole grains. Just extruded wheat and rice and flour, cut into shapes, toasted, then blasted with cinnamon and sugar. Keep on moving forward. This one was introduced as a weight loss cereal, and people thought that it was really good when it came out. We're talking about Special K. It's marketed as a healthy cereal and weight loss cereal, the cereal for people who care about their bodies. Here's the reality. It's extruded rice and wheat flour, toasted thin with vitamins added back. It's not healthy. It's just less sweet and it's thin. And you guys are going to say, oh, but I eat kashi. It's really good for you. It used to be good for you until General Mills bought it. And they put it in the same processing plants as all of this other stuff. So yeah, the manufacturing is exactly like the rest of it. And it's been bought by the same people. 7 whole grains? Oh yeah? It's reformed because it's just flour paste now. Keep on moving forward. We got to get on over to what we can eat, and you're going to hate it because, of course, they say we can eat this, but nobody want to eat it. We got to get on over to shredded wheat. Yes, you can eat shredded wheat because it's whole wheat, cooked, shredded, and baked. It's good for you, and it's only plain rolled oats. That's also a good one. Plain rolled oats. No fortification, no shaping, no oats. Processed in simple ways, possible to make them cookable. Rolled oats make it steamed oats. The whole grain kernels and softens them so that they're rolling them flat between heavy rollers, and then they break them up. So anything that's rolled oats, that's good for you. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got some pre-cooked grains here. Of course, I see some people that are saying steel cut. Also, we also want to go into the oatmeals, but you just got to be careful with the oatmeal because you might add too much sugar. So you got to be watching out with that. Anybody knows about muslin? It's rolled oats, dried fruit, nuts, seeds, mixed together. No cooking, no processing. Okay, you guys, we got to get into the video right now. I want you guys to actually see what they say about it. I am in no way, form, or shape telling you guys what not to eat. I'm not telling you guys what cereals not to eat. I'm just bringing you up on what's in them and what to look out for. Even if you look at one brand, see what the ingredients are that we need to look out for. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. And if you love the stories, then in the nutrition segment that we're in right now, let's double tap that screen to get those likes up. I really would appreciate it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get those likes up. Come on.
Bag of candy. Bright colors. Cartoon bear. Looks harmless. Flip it over. Red 40.
I'm sorry, guys. That's the wrong one. We're doing that another time. That's going to be the candy. So you got a chance to see what's coming up. Oh, yeah, we got that coming up, too. Where we at right now? I'm sorry about that. Let's get into these cereals right here. I got so much down here. I need you guys to bear with me for a second. Just give me one. There we go. Right here. Let's go.
That cereal in your cart isn't grain anymore. The Cheerios you've been eating since childhood? Pulverized grain slurry extruded through industrial dyes at 300 degrees. Those Lucky Charms your kids are begging for? Grain flour turned into hot dough, forced through shaped holes, then sprayed with colors that don't exist in nature.
Look at Lucky Charms and now look at Cheerios. Not much of a difference, right?
I spent 3 weeks investigating what's actually in America's cereal aisle. What I found made me throw boxes in the trash. In the next 20 minutes, I'm exposing exactly which 11 cereals are lying to us. Cheerios stays crunchy in milk for 10 minutes, not too like actual toasted oats. That's not grain, that's engineered structure created by forcing oat flour through metal dies under extreme pressure and heat. General Mills has been making Cheerios since 1941.
And you think because they taste so weedy and they look like they're like, that's Cheerios. It's good for the kids, right? Okay.
Somewhere along the way, they stopped making oat cereal and started making oat-flavored cereal product. The box screams whole grain oats, like that means something. Here's what it actually means. They take whole grain oats, grind them into fine flour, add water to create slurry, then force that paste through an extruder at high temperature and pressure. The extrusion process is the deception. Traditional oat cereal, like actual oatmeal, is made by steaming and rolling whole oat groats. The grain structure stays intact. You can see the oat. Cheerios destroys the grain structure completely, reconstitutes it as dough, then shapes it using industrial equipment designed for maximum efficiency and shelf stability. That little O shape, that's not a natural form oats take. That's a die-cut shape optimized for manufacturing speed and packaging density. The crunch that lasts forever in milk, that's not toasted grain. That's extruded paste dried to specific moisture content so it maintains structure even when submerged in liquid. General Mills will tell you this is puffed whole grain oats. What they won't tell you is that puffing requires destroying the grain's natural structure, then rebuilding it through heat, pressure, and time temperature manipulation. You're not eating oats, you're eating oat flour that's been industrially reformed into shapes. The fortification is the confession. Cheerios adds iron, zinc, vitamin B12, vitamin D, a dozen synthetic nutrients. Why? Because the extrusion process destroys what the whole grain originally contained. If your cereal has to be fortified, it's because the manufacturing process removed what nature put there. And before you reach for Honey Nut Cheerios or multi-grain Cheerios thinking they're different, they're not. Same extruded oat paste, just with sugar and almond flavoring added to one, or a blend of 5 grain flours instead of just oat flour in the other. The extrusion process is identical. The destruction of grain structure is identical. They just spray different coatings or mix different flours into the same industrial paste. At $4 to $5 per box, you're paying for the most successful cereal marketing campaign in history.
And they're great! But you already knew that they were not good for you, right? I'm talking about Frosted Flakes. Come on, you guys. They're sweet and everything. You could eat a whole box. You know why? Let me tell you why. Let's look.
Cheerios convinced through the breakfast. It's not healthy. It's industrial grain paste shaped into circles. Frosted Flakes doesn't even pretend to be healthy. That's almost refreshing. Tony the Tiger isn't selling you nutrition. He's selling you corn flour with sugar sprayed on top. At least the deception is honest. Kellogg's created Frosted Flakes in 1952 by taking their plain corn flakes and adding sugar. The base product is milled corn turned into dough, rolled thin, toasted, then coated. The flake shape suggests traditional grain processing, like someone actually flaked corn. They didn't. They ground corn into flour, added water and malt flavoring, then rolled the dough through industrial rollers before toasting. What makes Frosted Flakes particularly revealing is how it exposes the entire category. Every flake cereal uses the same process. Grain to flour, flour to dough, dough to shape, shape to toasted product. The only difference is what gets sprayed on afterward. Frosted Flakes just admits it's sugar. The texture is the tell. Real corn, like actual corn on the cob, doesn't shatter into glass-like shards when you bite it. Frosted Flakes does because it's not corn anymore. It's corn flour that's been gelatinized through heat and moisture, then dried to brittleness. That's industrial processing, not grain preparation.
Frosted Lucky Charms, they're magically delicious. Oh, my bad. Let's keep on going.
Kellogg's has spent 70 years marketing this as part of a complete breakfast, the most cynical phrase in food advertising. In your day with what's essentially corn-flavored candy.
Now we get into the other ones that you guys just talked about. And again, I'm not trying to get you guys to stop eating these cereals, but just want you to know what's in them. Because sometimes, you know, we can't stop ourselves. We be addicted. You know, oh my God, I gotta eat my cereal. I ain't listening to Boogotti. So don't get mad at me. I'm just telling you what's going on. Just telling you what's going on.
Lucky Charms is what happens when a cereal company stops pretending entirely. The product is 40% marshmallows, not even trying to hide that this is candy with some oat pieces mixed in. The marshmallows are the point. The cereal is just the excuse. General Mills introduced Lucky Charms in 1964 after discovering that kids would eat anything if you added colorful shapes. The base cereal is the same extruded oat flour as Cheerios, just cut into different shapes. The marshmallows are corn syrup, sugar, and gelatin pressed into shapes and dried. Essentially,
did he say it's the same thing as Cheerios? Did they say it was the same thing as Cheerios? Why wouldn't it be? General Mills, they're using the same machines. Add some more denseness to it, put a little sugar in there, hit it with the marshmallows, call it something else. Just the same crap with a different title on it with more crap added to it.
Hardened candy. The color palette doesn't exist in nature. Those bright pinks, blues, and greens come from synthetic dyes designed to trigger excitement in children's brains. The shapes change periodically. New marshmallow shapes get announced like product launches because the marshmallows are the product. The oat pieces are just structural filler. What makes Lucky Charms particularly cynical is the leprechaun mascot and the magically delicious slogan. They're not marketing nutrition or even taste. They're marketing fantasy and fun. The cereal aisle positioning puts this next to actual breakfast foods, but Lucky Charms is dessert. It's candy that happens to include some grain paste.
It's candy that happens to have some grain paste. This shouldn't even be in the cereal aisle. Let's get on to some Fruit Loops.
Every Fruit Loop tastes the same. The colors are different, but the flavor is identical. That's not a bug. It's the entire point. Kellogg's discovered they could sell more cereal by making kids think they're getting variety when they're actually getting the same corn and oat flour blend with different food dyes.
So you think you're getting a different variety? It ain't nothing but different food dyes, like the person right there just said. All the dyes in the ink says Jesse. Exactly. You don't need videos to tell you that Frosted Flakes is frosted. You were right about that. Do you drink water? Yes, I do. Food is the bed of pharmaceutical companies. Thank you for the guts. Yes, I got the guts to get this information out. Are corn checks bad? Actually, I don't know. I didn't get to that part yet. Easily not the point of video. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go.
Fruit Loops launched in 1963 as Fruit Loops, before Kellogg's changed the spelling to avoid fruit-related regulations. Smart move. There's no fruit in Fruit Loops. There's natural flavor, which means chemical compounds that approximate fruit taste without using actual fruit. The loops are extruded grain flour, corn and oat blend, shaped into circles, then sprayed with colored coatings. The manufacturing process is pure efficiency. One base dough, one extrusion die, multiple spray stations applying different colors. Kids perceive variety because their brains associate color with flavor. Red.
They associate the color with flavor.
Red must be cherry. Orange must be orange. Purple must be grape. They're all the same flavor. Generic fruity, created in a lab. What's brilliant about Fruit Loops is how it weaponizes children's psychology. The bright colors trigger dopamine responses. The Toucan Sam mascot creates brand loyalty. None of this has anything to do with nutrition or even real flavor. It's all engineered engagement. The cereal turns milk into rainbow-colored sugar water. Visual proof that you're not eating food, you're eating colored grain paste with synthetic flavoring. Yet parents buy it because it's cereal, and cereal is breakfast.
Keep on moving forward, you guys, because you guys did say this next one, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And yes, it's marketed to adults on purpose. So all of you guys that feel bad about eating it after about being caught in the web, I want you to understand, this is showing the success of the manipulation of these companies. They got us hooked just like the cigarettes, and now they got us hooked on the sugar and all the byproducts. Like me, I'm over there arguing with the potato chip company, like lower the prices. Bugatti, hell with lowering the prices. Find another brand that has better nutritional value that's gonna make you be able to live off of good, sustainable food. That's why I had to figure it out myself as well. Let's keep on moving forward. Don't feel bad about eating Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's marketed to you in a specific way, adults, on purpose.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch is what happens when cereal companies realize they can just make tiny pieces of toast-shaped grain paste and coat them with cinnamon sugar. No pretense of health, no whole grain claims, just extruded wheat and rice flour cut into squares, toasted, then blasted with cinnamon and sugar. General Mills launched this in 1984, targeting the intersection of cinnamon toast nostalgia and cereal convenience. The squares are designed to look like tiny pieces of toast, complete with little bumps suggesting texture. That texture isn't from grain structure. It's from extrusion die patterns, creating visual interest on otherwise smooth paste. The coating is the product. Without the cinnamon sugar, you're eating bland wheat rice flour squares. The entire flavor profile comes from what's sprayed on after manufacturing. This is the cereal equivalent of seasoned air. The base is just a vehicle for delivering sugar and cinnamon to your mouth. What makes Cinnamon Toast Crunch particularly revealing is how it's marketed to adults now. Cinnamon Toast Crunch shrimp meme became a cultural moment. The brand leaned into adult nostalgia, positioning this children's sugar cereal as acceptable adult breakfast through irony and meme culture. You're not eating kids' cereal, you're eating nostalgic comfort food. The deception is generational. The milk after eating Cinnamon Toast Crunch is the best part, according to their own marketing. That's cinnamon sugar milk. You're drinking the coating that washed off the grain paste. The cereal itself is just the delivery mechanism for getting cinnamon sugar into milk form. At $4 to $5 per box, you're paying for childhood nostalgia and meme-worthy milk.
Okay, you guys, let's get to something we thought was more healthier. There we go.
Brands in the gray zone. Special K is marketed as the healthy cereal, the weight loss cereal, the cereal for people who care about their bodies. Here's the reality. It's extruded rice and wheat flour, toasted thin.
77G, the purpose is to educate people on cereals, what's in them, and what they need to look out for. Thank you so much, Sam Champion. Love the milk though, right? I know it's not good for you. Jack, everyone diet would suck if it wasn't for sugar. You know that, right? It's crazy. Okay, damn, they got you. It was like a court case. Oh my, we can do it. Okay, GM, will the new SNAP EBT structure exclude cereals? Probably will. Cheerios are good too. No, they're not, Kenzie. You wasn't paying attention. This is my favorite cereal here. Sorry to hear about that, you guys. Sorry. No cereal is good for you, not one. 25 more likes. What are we waiting for, you guys? Let's go ahead and get those likes up. You don't appreciate the content that we're getting right now? I'm not trying to tell you, I told you from the beginning, I'm not trying to stop you guys from eating your cereals that you like. I would like for you to know what's in them and what's been said about them and what's actually going on right here, as well as other alternatives. Probably won't want to try the other alternatives because you're not used to it, but we should try to be a little more open because it's all about our health and us living longer and trying to maintain a good diet. Let's keep on moving forward.
With vitamins added back. It's not healthy, it's just less sweet than Fruit Loops. Kellogg's launched Special K in 1955, specifically targeting women concerned about weight. The entire brand positioning is built around thinness. The Special K Challenge encouraged replacing meals with cereal to lose weight. The product itself is just rice flour and wheat flour extruded into flakes, then toasted until crispy. The special in Special K is marketing, not ingredients. It's the same extrusion process as every other flake cereal, just with less sugar added. The flakes are thin and light, creating the perception of eating less, even though you're still eating processed grain flour. The fortification is aggressive. Vitamins A to E, iron, zinc, because the base product is nutritionally empty. What's particularly cynical is how Special K expanded into protein bars, shakes, and snacks, building an entire diet ecosystem around extruded grain products. The message: replace real food with our processed products and you'll lose weight. The reality: you're just eating fewer calories of industrial food instead of more calories of industrial food. The texture is the tell. Special K shatters in milk within seconds. It's that thin and fragile.
Keep on moving forward now. You guys eat kashi?
Ingredients.
Kashi.
Kashi started as a natural foods company making actual whole grain cereals. Then Kellogg's bought them in 2000 for $33 million. Now Kashi is just another industrial cereal brand with better marketing and natural positioning. The acquisition destroyed what made Kashi different. Original Kashi products used whole grains,
used to be good. Now look what Kellogg's did. Like I said, why not just buy the name, put it through the same processing? All they care about is making money.
Minimal processing and simple ingredients. Post-acquisition Kashi uses the same extrusion processes as mainstream cereals, just with organic ingredients and whole grain flour instead of refined flour. The manufacturing method is identical. Grind grains to flour, create dough, extrude through dies, toast, package. The 7 whole grains varieties sound impressive until you realize those grains have been pulverized into flour, then reformed through industrial processing. You're not eating 7 grains, you're eating 7 grain flour paste shaped into cereal pieces. The grain structure is destroyed, then rebuilt through extrusion. What makes Kashi particularly disappointing is how it represents the natural foods industry's compromise with industrial efficiency. Instead of scaling traditional methods, they adopted industrial methods with better ingredients. The result is marginally better cereal that still fails the fundamental test.
Keep on moving forward, you guys. Now let's get on to some good stuff.
Real oats, real grains, real ingredients, no theater. Subscribe and stick around.
The closest thing
Shredded wheat is what happens when cereal companies accidentally make real food. It's whole wheat, cooked, shredded, and baked.
I know it don't look good, it don't look delicious, but you know what? At least we know what we're eating.
That's it. No extrusion, no synthetic vitamins, no sugar coating, just wheat processed in a way that maintains some connection to actual grain. The original shredded wheat was invented in 1893 by Henry Perky, who created a machine that cooked wheat, shredded it into fine strands, then formed those strands into biscuits. The process is still relatively similar today. Whole wheat berries are cooked until soft, passed through rollers that create thin strands, then those strands are layered and baked. This is fundamentally different from extrusion. The wheat grain structure isn't completely destroyed and reformed. It's cooked and shredded. You can see the individual wheat strands in each biscuit. The texture is substantial and fibrous, not crispy and uniform like extruded cereals. The ingredient list is the proof. Whole grain wheat. That's it. No fortification because the wheat's natural nutrients are largely preserved.
Keep on moving forward, guys. Rolled oats. I never tried them, but here we go.
Processed minimally, without lies.
Never tried them.
You can't have too much.
But I like to give you guys alternatives because you always ask.
To grow for over 100 years.
And I think it's right to have some sort of alternatives, right?
Exceptional insurance and
I'm gonna have to learn how to make my own cereal from now on too, huh?
We take care of our own.
The best gifts are
We're gonna have to start learning how to make our own everything. I'm allergic to wheat. Let's get those likes up. Come on, you guys. We know we can do it. I know we can get those likes up. Let's go.
This isn't cereal, it's actual grain. Oat groats that have been steamed and rolled flat or cut into pieces with steel blades. No extrusion, no fortification, no shaping. Just oat.
There go your berries you was talking about. Add the berries, right?
Processed in the simplest way possible to make them cookable. Rolled oats are made by steaming oat groats, the whole grain kernel, to soften them, then rolling them flat between heavy rollers. That's it. The grain structure stays intact. You can see the oat. Steel-cut oats are even simpler. Oat groats cut into 2 to 3 pieces with steel blades. Both require cooking because they're actual grain, not pre-cooked paste. The ingredient list is one word: oats. No
muesli.
Satisfied
Muesli.
for hours. You eat a bowl of Cheerios and you're hungry in 90 minutes. Muesli is what Europeans eat when Americans are eating Fruit Loops. It's rolled oats, dried fruit, nuts, and seeds mixed together. No cooking, no extrusion, no industrial processing, just
now this actually looks good.
Ingredients combined in a bowl. Traditional muesli was invented in Switzerland around 1900 by physician Maximilian Bircher Brenner as health food for hospital patients.
I love that. Health food for hospital patients? I like that idea.
The concept is radically simple. Combine raw rolled oats with dried fruits and nuts, soak in milk overnight, eat cold. No manufacturing process beyond mixing ingredients. Modern shelf-stable muesli is slightly more processed. The oats are toasted for crunch and shelf life, but the fundamental principle remains. Recognizable ingredients combined without destroying their structure. You can see the oat flakes, the raisin pieces, the almond slivers. Nothing is pulverized into flour and reformed. The ingredient list on quality muesli is readable. Rolled oats, raisins, almonds, sunflower seeds, dried apples.
I don't know, but for some reason, why does it look so much cleaner than the other food? When you take the other box, it's always dusty, particles breaking up. This one here looks like it's much more together. Probably going to be a little difference in the texture and getting used to it. But I don't see why we can't get used to changing our diet to get longer, better living and better health. This video again this is not cereal, even though you ate it as a kid. The channel is called Built to Eat. This is not cereal, even though you ate it as a kid. And also, as I always do, the link to the video will be in the description, as well as the entire list. That's right, the entire list of different foods different cereals that we should be eating. Well, that they said that you shouldn't eat, like the Cheerios and the stuff that had to do with like the Fruit Loops and all of that. And then the last part of the list will have all of the muesli, the shredded wheats and all of that. So yes, the link is in the description for our health and wellness section. Today's episode was on cereals. It's up to you to decide what to do with the information. But now we know much more about how they're made, what's in them, and now what to really look out for when it comes down to those labels. We got to keep on moving forward, you guys. I hope you appreciate the content. Let's keep on moving forward and double tap that screen to get those likes up. Be careful out there, because what's sliding? You know how James Brown used to do the slide, but this is a little different kind of sliding. In Nashville, sliding is a different type of thing. Again, I've been trying to keep you guys on point. Make sure that you don't get caught up in the things. And yes, we're going to keep that going, because we got to make sure we got to stay safe out here too. Nashville, everywhere. Be careful of sliding. You want to know what sliding is? I'm going to let you know right now. Let's go, you guys. Do me a favor. Double tap that screen to get those likes up. We're really trying to go ahead and get to that 70,000 subscribers already. We're right there knocking on the door. We knocking on the door. So I appreciate it if you guys can help us out if you haven't subscribed yet.
Well, you're going to think about what we're about to show you the next time you're pumping gas.
Metro police are warning of this new crime trend. And our Steve Mailing found these criminals are targeting women more than men.
We all have a routine when we stop for gas.
Drive up, park, turn off the car, walk to the pump, put my card in, and just stand there until it's done.
And now thieves are using your routine against you, according to Metro Police.
The new trend is called sliding.
Sliding has been around for a couple years, but is more recently affecting the Nashville area, specifically in Midtown and Southeast Nashville. But what is it? We have Midtown Hills Crime Prevention Officer Michelle Norris take us through it.
The moment you turn your back, somebody could hop out from their vehicle. Your car is unlocked. They can easily open your door, crotch down, slide in, and take your items out.
And that's what officers are getting reports of. Over a dozen in the past month, to be specific. We're at mostly Kroger and Mapco gas stations, Customers are being targeted, especially women. Do you keep like a purse on?
Y'all be careful out there when y'all pumping y'all gas because they sliding y'all. I want to try to keep you on point and let people know about this.
Your passenger? Yeah. And then the car seat on the other, just right behind it. And typically the kids are just in the car. So that's really scary.
Women typically with our purses, our backpacks,
That was smart. Somebody said my car is never unlocked. Look, that's crazy. I got to have my car unlocked to have my gas door open. Oh my God, that's sliding. That's what it is.
typically just place them on the front seat.
Officer Norris says the safest thing to do, lock everything up.
When they get out, to turn their car off and lock their car. And
I know we can get those likes up because what the likes do is it sends up, YouTube says, hey, what's going on over there? And they send up a signal, right? And then they send it up and more people come over here to watch the show. The reason why I would like for them to come over now is for segments like the cereal, segments like sliding, the credit card scams, and many different things. So I don't ask you guys for no reason. I really would like to appreciate we can get those likes up. Really gets more people over here. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go.
pay attention to their surroundings, meaning don't be on your cell phone, don't have earbuds in, really look around.
Detectives are still working to identify the suspects in the reports they've received. For WSMV4, I'm Steve Maley.
Now, for context here, Metro Police have investigated more than 6,000 robberies over the last 5 years. About 3% of them happened at gas stations. About 5% were at convenience stores. The good news is that robberies are trending down overall. According to the FBI, robberies peaked in September of 2021. They've been going down ever since.
Okay, I hope so, because them ones is still up. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. If you appreciate the content, I really would appreciate it. All you got to do is double tap that screen and get those likes up. Hit that subscribe button, become a member. We're trying to get up to 70,000 subscribers, and we're almost there. Trying to keep bringing you guys this updated information, trending topics, and much, much more. Give yourselves a round of applause, too, because I couldn't do it without you. I'd be here by myself. Let's keep on going, you guys. We got a newborn. That's right. Don't look like a newborn to me. This baby here looked like this baby that's been running around for at least about 2 years. Talking about newborn. 13 pounds? I don't know. They had to have a cesarean with you. Imagine that coming out of there. Homeboy would have been like, ain't no way I'm going behind that. I ain't trying to be funny, but real talk. Ain't no way you can birth that. This baby here, I don't know, man. He looked like he was just sitting there like, I'm talking about big, big back, big back, big back, big back. Yeah, his back is loaded up with whatever the hell she was eating, because this baby big. I'm talking about 13 pounds. He set a record for this hospital, you guys. Come on, I want you guys to see this baby right here that just set a whole record of 13 pounds in this Nashville hospital. We staying out in Nashville, y'all. Let's go.
Baby Leo, everyone.
Baby Leo.
More than 13 pounds. And today, WSMV's Lydia Fielder spoke with his mom.
This was a shock for sure.
A full head of hair and a full body of rolls.
Our first was 9:15, so we anticipated a bigger baby, but nothing like this.
He looked like he just sitting over there like, I don't know, Pop's got a little puzzled face over there on him like, wait a minute, yeah, you did. We did have a 9-pound first time. What's going on with this one?
Meet Leo Everett Taylor, born June 28th at Williamson Medical Center in Franklin, weighing in at 13.2 pounds.
I'm getting used to it, but it's definitely hard because he wants to be held all the time, so working on those muscles right now.
The average birth weight of a baby boy is 7.4 pounds. That means Leo is almost 80% bigger.
He does eat around the clock. It's kind of hard to keep up, for sure.
Perhaps even more surprising, Leo was a week early. His mom, Katie, 39 weeks pregnant when she delivered her second boy.
So my first, I labored for 27 hours and it ended in a C-section. And so this one was a planned C-section.
What his parents didn't plan for was how large their little Leo would be.
Little Leo looked like little Ralph Cramden.
We had to have my mother-in-law come over and grab some clothes from her house, bring it up here to the hospital.
The 9-day-old baby already too big for newborn clothes.
My son was 11 pounds and 6'10". Whoa, beautiful. Dang, 13
He went straight into
pounds.
size 2 diapers. And I think we left the hospital in a 3 to 6 month outfit.
The nurses say based on past experience with big babies, they were amazed that all his sugar levels were normal. The Murfreesboro mama saying she didn't do anything different this time around.
And the only thing I ate was my toddler scraps the entire pregnancy.
Katie soaking in all the baby cheeks and chunks while she can.
I'm trying to take everything with, knowing that it's just temporary, so I'm trying to take in every moment.
Lydia Fielder, WSMV4.
Y'all know how y'all seen that video? I don't know how many of y'all see that video going around on the phone. And it's over now, so we're going to just pray for the baby and say God bless the baby. Thank God that they have a brand new newborn that came in. And that's a great blessing for them. I just want to say that, yes. Yeah. Definitely. I don't want to say what I was going to say. You know how that they got that little thing where they was, Mama, look here. My friend just had a baby. And then they show the mother the baby, and the mother be like, that baby, say whatever. And they be like, Mama, you on video. Oh, that's a pretty baby. Oh, bless the baby. Oh, Lord, bless the baby. Y'all know what I'm getting at on this one, right? But I'm not going to say nothing. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because I ain't going to be the one. No, you won't get me out there. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Exactly. Y'all know what I'm talking about. No, I ain't going to say it. I ain't. Where you at, Ad Reigns? Yo, we here. And your merch went out yesterday, too, by the way. We here. I ain't going to do it. Let's keep on going forward, because Kim, you're in trouble. Yeah, I'm going over to Detroit. I think that's Detroit. Does she still live in Detroit? I'm talking about Kim Scott. How many people here know? And now y'all know what I'm talking about. How many people know Kim Scott? They got caught driving under the influence. You know who I'm talking about? Kim Scott, who got caught driving under the influence. It was some famous rapper made a song about her. You don't remember? Y'all know who I'm talking about? Let's get on over to this body cam footage that we got of Eminem's ex-wife. You know who I'm talking about. Kim Scott. She was supposedly driving under the influence, and she was arrested and caught on video. Sad situation right here. Luckily, she didn't harm herself or anybody else. But yeah, this is Eminem, you know the rapper Eminem? Yeah, allegedly his ex-wife was arrested for DUI.
This is a preliminary breath test, all right? So, all you're gonna do is take a deep breath in and then blow out like you're blowing up a balloon, okay?
You lucky he ain't got an album coming out, because he be using this footage and talking about cleaning out my closet.
Keep going, 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 keep going. All right, you can stop.
It's not his mother, it's his ex-wife. The one he got the kid by. That's not, that's the wrong person you're talking about, Mega. You're talking about his mother.
All right, Kim, can you go ahead and turn around for me, please?
Yeah, Kim, you
Put
out
your hands
of
behind your back.
Can I let my family know what's going on?
Notice how she just act just like him. She got the hoodie on and everything too. This is Haley's mom, not Eminem's mom. You guys, the one person here, you're referring to Eminem's mom when it came down to the bingo. That's the movie, the one that was played by the famous actor. This is his daughter's mom, Haley's mom.
Yep. No, we will. You've been cool with us.
It says he owes his entire career to these two women. Yeah, he owes a lot to them. It's in the song. Okay. He'll still take care of her. Love him. Oh yeah, you're right. Exactly. This is his baby mama.
Alcoholic drink you drank. An hour, 2 hours, maybe 3 hours ago. Okay. Do you want to grab your insurance? I don't need to see it. Okay.
Yeah, you guys, so Kim got arrested for DUI. And yes, I did notice that, you guys. Some of you guys are really up on your Eminem history, because he does allegedly support her. And he actually, I think at the end of when his mom passed, he wrote a song for her as well, apologized and tried to get clarity before she actually passed. So let's give him a big a thumbs up for trying to, trying to get history correct with his family and trying to get things going correctly, because you can't help everybody, and things are really rough in this world. You never know how things are going to turn out. I would say he's very lucky for being blessed so that he can help out his children as much as he can, and I'm hopefully that Haley's having a good life as well. So yeah, let's pray for Kim. Pray for her to get through her sobriety situations. Hopefully that she can get over this situation here, because no one deserves to be under these diseases, because that's what it is after a while. It becomes a disease. I also want to pray for his mom who recently passed, as well as him and his family as well. Amen. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. I want to actually pray for this gentleman right here. He's a really good guy. Philadelphia man, was arrested, did a little bit of jail time, but now he uses his time to do something phenomenal to help the citizens out around Philadelphia. And you know what, you guys? Makes me feel real good about the city of brotherly love. More of us should do this. Let's keep on moving forward. Double tap that screen to get those likes up. We got a gentleman right here who uses his time and who uses his availability to buy a mobile laundromat to help the unhoused people get their clothes cleaned and washed.
Homeless tonight, efforts are underway right now to track the number of unhoused people in Philadelphia. And this comes as one man is doing his part to help make a difference. Here's NBC 10's Shair Arias.
These volunteers are going to be going out dressed in these T-shirts till 4 a.m. They're going to count how many unhoused people there are here in Philadelphia. We also spoke to a man who's addressing the problem in a completely different way.
Hey, how you doing, brother? Well, grateful, compassionate, definitely, sympathize. You need clothes washed?
That's Joe Richardson describing how he feels when he's out in the community with his mobile laundry service, washing and drying the clothes of the unhoused in Philadelphia.
This was an idea that I had in 2010 when I was incarcerated, actually. And I drew it up.
After serving 14 years in prison, Joe got out and started working for his family business. But in 2023, a tragedy changed his priorities.
It's traumatizing. You know what I mean?
Come on now, show some love. Look at the brother showing some love out there, taking care of the people in the community. We need 35 more likes so that I can get you guys some free merch. I want to send you guys those keychains. I would love to get you those decals out. Get 35 likes or more, I will be able to send you guys out the merch. Go ahead and get that going. And also, I want to read some of these comments over here. We also got a person that says, respect this guy. That's very true. That's so cool. God bless. That's a cool idea. Good for that, brother. That's how you pay your debt to the community. There you go. I need to buy a Bugatti keychain. Okay, you can go to the website and get one, or you can help out with the 35 likes, and I might be able to send you one if you're sending me your address over. That's right. If we can get over 500 likes, I'm going to be sending out 3 keychains as well as 3 decals. You guys, random people, all you got to do is send me your address to mail them to, bridgethisllc@gmail.com. I'll send them to the job. I'll send them to the corner store. Let me know where you want them to go to. I'll send them to you as long as you guys can get them. Let's keep on moving forward to this fantastic gentleman who's lending a hand to the community out of his own pockets and giving back.
His 28-year-old brother was shot and killed while working as a tow truck driver. He says the loss made him want to do something more fulfilling.
Much better. For me, cleaning homeless people's clothes is like second nature for me, because being in the struggle, being in the community, being away.
Joe says a few hours a week he drives to neighborhoods like Kensington and Center City, where he offers to clean the clothes of those who are living on the street.
I was told by the population of the unfortunate that a lot of people steal their clothes. Just earlier, one guy told me, he said, man, just to have clean clothes is a blessing to me. It helps me feel better about myself. Appreciate you.
On a Wednesday night, he parked at Arch and Broad Street. We found him helping Beatrice.
This right here is a service. We got people out here doing disservices. You hear me? This man is a superhero.
We spoke to the executive director of Philadelphia's Office of Homeless Services. She says extra helping hands are always welcome.
Anybody who wants to be able to provide services is amazing.
According to the department, as of 2025 in Philadelphia, there are approximately 5,000 unhoused people and about 60 shelters and just over 4,000 available beds.
Keep on moving forward, you guys, but I definitely want to show him some love for what he's doing out there. I had to put that on blast because he deserves it. If I find out he got a GoFundMe or anything like that, That's the type of people you need to help right there, because he did not have to do this with his own money. Look at that service he's doing and giving back. Again, you guys, y'all know what the email address is, but it's not time for that yet. Stick around and I'll tell you. Right now, we got to get on over to a dog that hears cries for help and leads its owner to save a man who fell. That's right, you guys. You ain't going to believe this one. Sometimes you got to really know that these dogs, the animals, yes, you remember the snowstorm that just hit? Yeah, the animals, the same way we look out for them and the same way we always say we got to look out for them, the same way that they'll look out for us. Because this dog right here, I can't even believe it. It was in the snowy times, but he helped them. 2 weeks ago, when we got hit by the storm, one man was crying out. Nobody heard him, but a dog did. Let's keep on going forward.
A senior on Manitoulin Island credits a neighbor's dog for getting him help. CTV's Lindsay Alick has more.
89-year-old Mickey McKinney went out to move his snowblower one cold February afternoon when he slipped and fell. He says he tried to get up, but couldn't.
Eventually, I started getting worried. I have one of these, a helpline, but it was in my pocket and I forgot completely about it because I had a cut on this arm. That's why it was in my pocket. Anyways, to the last resort, I started yelling for help.
Rosa, the dog next door, heard McKinney yelling and alerted her owner.
She went to the door, the front door, and she barked, which was unusual. I mean, there was nobody there. And so I got my boots on and her leash, and we went outdoors. As soon as we got outside, I heard a call for help.
Gilchrist and another neighbor tried to get him back on his feet, but needed to call the ambulance for assistance. McKinney was a police officer for over 30 years and says this is the first time he's been the victim.
I brought her some cookies the next day. Yeah, she's a lifesaver. I think so anyways.
She can see people come out and she'll know who they are, because I can tell the tail's wagging, you know, if it's the neighbors over there or here. And no, I'm just totally amazed and very proud of her and shocked that she did all that and saved Mickey.
McKinney ended up with stitches on his one knee and says all things considered, the outcome could have been much worse. Lindsay Alick, CTV News, Mid-Des-Moines.
And she's just sitting there like, yeah, well, where's my steak at? Give me what I'm supposed to get, because, you know, I did my job. And you know one thing about animals that you probably never noticed, but you got to really pay real deep attention to them? They can't talk. So you really have to watch their gestures and their slights and the way that they do things. But if you watch them and pay attention to their movements and you understand them, it's a whole different world. You and your dog get like this. And that's why she was able to listen, to watch her dog, pay attention to what that dog was telling her, and go save this gentleman who could have been outside in a tragic situation, especially with the cold like that. It could have got worse for him. So we want to pray that God came and saved someone before it actually had something terrible ever happen. And we also got to remember that dog is God spelled backwards, and we love them and we cherish them over here, especially on our network. We don't care what breed there are. Even though my preference is XL Pit Bull, I still love every single dog and every single animal. That's why we're working for the rescue, guys. That's all I'm trying to do. I want to get a rescue to save these animals. That's all I care about. And saving us and helping us as far as we can get. So we want to pray for the man who fell in the snow, as well as the little dog who came and helped him, as well as the mother that came out there. Thank you guys. Amen. That's right, you guys. We got to show love for the animals, and that's why we always do. Compassion, companionship. You try to go to the bathroom, they right there. Don't care how funky the bathroom is. You ever notice that? They don't care how funky the bathroom is. They still come in there and hang out with y'all. That's right, you guys. But if y'all trying to make some money, hit that link in the description and you'll be able to make up to $570 because you'll be able to fill out 2 surveys. I put 2 in there today. And you guys will make some money, and hopefully I'll make some money too. Also, you got a business you're trying to promote. We're already trying to get everybody out with their promotions right now. All you got to do is send over your promos to us. Send it to bridgethisllc@gmail.com. That's bridge like the Brooklyn Bridge, BRIDGE. That's right. This is my email address. Bridge, not that, but this, THIS, LLC@gmail.com. That's going to be bridge, this, LLC@gmail.com. Show ideas, information, stories. I don't care if you want to send me songs to sing in the morning or whatever like that. I'm running out of 90s and 2000 songs, you guys. I need some help. So any songs you got, let me look at them. I might be able to sing one of your songs. We did it for Halloween and do it all the time. Also, you got a business you're trying to promote, send your promos over to us. It needs to be in a 1080 by 1080 size frame. That's the only catch. It has to be in a size frame that the post notification respects. And that just happens to be 1080 by 1080. Go check out the post notification. We have a post up there right now. Hopefully they're getting a lot of traction from it. And you guys, get on over there and look at that post. We got to support the people that are here. It could be your post. We don't want to just do it for nothing. Check out the post, see if it's something that you're interested in, and then keep on moving forward. Also, you guys, y'all know what's coming up because I keep on talking about it. Sunny outside, weather broke. It's now melting. That's right. It's melting. It's melting. The snow is melting even though it tried to trick us yesterday. So that means that it's going to be time for the Show Your Talent search. That's the talent search that we're doing where? You guys know where. Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. And also, if one of you want to chime in and show your talent, all you got to do is hit that button while we're doing one of the events and we'll bring you in and you can show your talent too. And you might be able to make, boom, $250. That's right, you guys. After we get everybody together from all 5 boroughs, we're going to have them all compete for the grand prize, which is $1,000. It's going to be hosted by BOOGOTTINYC, sponsored by Big Drip Hard Punch. You guys want to be a part of this talent show right here? All you got to do is go to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. That's drinkbigdrip.com. And of course, it's got 2 G's and 2 P's. That's right, www.drinkbigdrip.com. Go to the first page. Put your email address in the notification slot. That's all you got to do. We're going to keep you updated on where we're going to be at and what we got going on. And yes, she's still around and still down. Just had to find another location where we're going to do it. That's right. My co-host, my homegirl, DJ Don Dada, formerly of Black Ink Crew, also an executive producer right now, going to be on the set. We met her last time. You guys want to come out, have a drink, got to be 21 or older. Stay posted. Send your email address to us. We're going to keep you posted on where we're going to be at and what we're going to be doing. And again, one of you guys can also be a part of it. Don't matter where you're at, because I was thinking about it. Why not let one of our members be a part of it? All they got to do is go live. And if you're good, boom, $250 Cash App. And it's sponsored by Big Drip Hard Punch. We'll say it again. But you know, it's Monday morning. Got to get to the work. You guys got to get what you got to do. I got to get to work myself, building up more trending topics, current events, and much, much more. But before I get out of here, got to get those prayers in the air for every single person that's here. Want to pray for your health. I want to pray for your family as well as your animals. We got to pray for love, pray for understanding, pray for less crime. We want to try to get our people out of this rut that we're in, and pray for more community. And as far as these parties are considered, Republican, which I'm not, Democrat, which I'm not, Independent, which I'm not, Conservative, which I'm not. How about the human party, where we worry about each other as human beings and not worry about going Oreo to just what a party's going to do? We need to really stop that and really go about what's best for us together as a human race and not just one party. You guys, let's get those prayers up in the air, because I want to pray for every single person that's here, that you have a fantastic day. You make it through the day. Have a fantastic evening. I want to see you guys right back here tomorrow. Who am I praying for right now? Cinnamon Bread. That's right. Batty Lynn. Also you too. Mary Tan. Want to pray for you. Pray for love. That's right. Rebecca Lanyan Bueno. Siramote. Thank you so much. Liberty and Justice. There's no me without you. Let's Breathe Well. Rebecca Lanyan Bueno. Sam Champion. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you for coming through. Who else we got here in the building? Kinsey LaCosta, 8244. Always want to show love to new people that's here, and I hope you like this show. Mega Billy, have a great day, and be sure to rest well. Love you, and amen. That's to you as well. Thank you so much, Jay Wood. Gianni Lopez, love over hate. Thank you so much. I like to take you guys' quotes as well, and I'll say them the next day. Closive, that's right, Jay Wood, Buddha Bride, Question, Miss Swanza, you're here. How you doing? I hope you're having a good, fantastic day too. Liberty and justice, you already know I can't do it without you. And can you email me, because I've been waiting for that email. You need to get some love too, not just me. We do this together. Time to get you something over there. Time to get you something cracking as well. Don't forget to email me, bridgethisllc@gmail.com. Pray for us all. Love you all. Amen. Butter. Rockhound, CJ the Cat, Mega Dub, Okay Batty Lynn, Liberty and Justice, Kinsey, Ooze, who that, Rebecca Lanyan Bueno, go ahead and hit me up. Who that, where Batty Lynn at? Because I can't do it without her at all. Batty Lynn, there you go, can't do it without you. You already know, Richard, Ad Reigns, your package is on the way. Whoever sent me emails yesterday, all of your merch is coming out. We did over 500, your merch is coming out. I'm a man of my word. Who else we got? Kinsey, want to pray for you. Kim, and we want to pray for the health of yourself and your family and your animals as well. Amen. And with that being said, y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me on Monday, y'all know what we got to do. It's time to get to work. Pick up the phone, make those phone calls, do your business, get it cracking. It's a beautiful day outside. The Lord has blessed us with another phenomenal day. All we can do is be our best to try to serve and do what we can do. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. We have a phenomenal time doing our research, trending topics, and much more. About to get back on it for tomorrow's episode. Same place, 6 o'clock in the morning, follow-up stories, trending topics, much, much more. You guys know what I'm going to say. You could have went anywhere, but the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me on Our Bottom Line this Monday morning, I appreciate you. So until tomorrow, get 'em! Peace.